Hello, hello. Let me. Hello. We're doing this today. Hello. I am really hot. Not in that sense, just really hot. And you'll see, I'll get up in a bit, but I'm even the Grinch. The Grinch, it's over there. Like I'm gonna take a picture later, and it's always like that side of my room. It's in the background, and yeah, I'm really warm. Hola, ¿qué tal? And the Grinch, like the legs of the Grinch are on the floor because I couldn't be fucking bothered. As you can see, I'm not green. I did have to spend like quite a bit of time in the shower just scrubbing my face and my neck because. But this is definitely the craziest cosplay. Like it is exactly the same as in the one in the game. The Witcher today, yeah, Yennefer. I even got the boots, bro. Like, it is crazy. Let me get up. Let me get up. I even got the boots. Like, how crazy is it? Like, it's the most complete cosplay I've done lately. And now it's making me want to do, like, more cosplays. I mean, I cannot do them myself. Like, I can't. And I'm really bad with, like, contact lenses. So I might edit my eyes in an app later or something. Like, I'll take a couple pictures. But what do we think? She does it again. I am over 5 feet. I am 5'2", by the way. I will tell my boyfriend you guys say hi. You guys are obsessed with my boyfriend like more than I am, which is crazy. Someone said that I look better than the original Yennefer. Thank you. What else can I cosplay? Like, is there anyone else that looks like me in a video game that I can cosplay? Do I make a good Yennefer? Thank you. I was told that when I was playing through The Witcher, that I kind of could pull off like Yennefer. Obviously, like the hair is the same and whatever. So why not? And I've had this fucking cosplay in the fucking like back burner for the longest time. I think it's been over like a year that I've had this. And I was always gonna like, oh, I'll put it on when I play it. I'll put it on when I play it. I did play it, I didn't put it on. And then I never touched the DLCs because I did, you know? Quite good for a grandma. You motherfucker. You bitch. Absolutely not. I'm 27. Morrigan, we can do Morrigan, that's true. Bayonetta, we can also do. A lot of good ones, I feel like. But this is really nice. I wasn't expecting it to be like this detailed. I even had to like tie, I don't know if you guys can see, make it up again. I mean, I'm not used to being this tall, so I'm like very, you know? I had to tie like all of those things. The pants are super nice as well. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get into those, like the gloves and everything. I had to cut down the belt because this part was like all the way over here, and it looked like I had like a penis, which is not what I'm. Yeah, she's a grandmother. I will, I will allow that much. Jason called me old just for today. Thank you. I was really, really scared that it wasn't going to be as good. I have never opened it either. So I was very, very surprised. It cost me like $100. The fucking cosplay. But I didn't have to do it myself. So there you go. We should totally normalize. Bring this fucking style back, honestly. It's so comfortable. It looks so good. You cannot find enough to cosplay Tash. I mean, there was like this one girl that did cosplay Tash. And she made her like attractive. Because she was, she's really good cosplayer. And she actually did a great job. But on Tash, really? She should have like used her talents for something else, honestly. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be the beginning of the end though. Like I'm gonna be now looking into just buying cosplays. Like my costume drawer is full. I have so many costumes. I don't know why. Like, when did this become a thing that I started like buying cosplays and whatever? But I have so many. I'm gonna have to buy another room just to store my cosplays. Or like get like a, I don't know, something so I can put them in. All full of, yeah, this was like $100, like all of it, honestly. And I didn't have to make it. Lilac and Gooseberries, fun fact, I didn't get her choker, unfortunately. And even if I order it, it wouldn't like arrive in time. But I wanted to like get my hands on her perfume. So, you can get away with wearing this like normal clothes. I feel like it's all like confidence. I feel like if I went like this and I acted like it was normal, they wouldn't even say anything. The Course Bride as a Sister of Battle. The Sister of Battle is gonna be more challenging because there's like armor pieces involved. So we will see. But I'm totally writing this down. I like it. I like dressing up. It's fun, honestly. And I didn't dress up for like the carnival or Halloween. Like, I've never did that as a child. So I feel like I'm getting that out of my system now that I'm older. For some reason, I'm like, oh, I want to look pretty. Do you guys like the Grinch better? The amount of men that were in my fucking replies on X just saying that the Grinch looked really hot. I was like, you guys need Jesus. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? That is crazy. What do you miss? Not much, really. Not much. I was like, what? I was very confused. Ignore fairies. No, it was funny, honestly. Like, I know my audience. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Thank you. This is gonna be the look for today. And I think it's pretty good. I got there. I mean, I didn't do anything. I only did the makeup. But hey, have you watched Secret Level? No, I haven't yet. I'm really looking forward, and I know. And if you have, don't tell me about it. But I'm really looking forward to the Warhammer 40k episode because I am obsessed. Guess what I did today? I bought books. Are we surprised? Not really, okay? But yeah. I bought the Witcher books and I watched the Joe Abercrombie books, like the Blade Itself trilogy. My community is pretty cool, honestly. You guys are just chill. Are you guys sometimes a little bit like off your rocker? Yeah, but so am I. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I got the books because I really want to deep dive into the lore for The Witcher before The Witcher 4 comes out. So, The makeup on the Grinch was amazing. Thank you. I hope that you're talking about my Grinch. It would be a better fit for Yen than that actress they got for the Netflix show. I mean, she was stunning, But hey. But it has una Yennefer con las gafas? Yes. If I find my glasses, I'll wear them. I feel like I'm fulfilling some people's, like, this is Yennefer with the glasses on. How do we like her? I mean, it's just me. Thank you. I love how it's sexy and it's just like, I'm the most covered I've been. This is Yennefer when she has to read some spells. Like, what? Yeah. Do I look different with glasses on and without glasses? I've been told that by you guys. I'd say I'd read anything up until including the 2013 book. So are they still putting like out books for The Witcher? Is that a thing? Apparently they're quietly retconning and walking back the female custodian thing. I wasn't mad about that. I know that a lot of people were. I wasn't mad because she generally just looked like another like Space Marine, so I wasn't overly mad. But that didn't really made any like change at all. Like, it wasn't even cool. I wish that they had again showed us the whole female custodian thing of, they're running out of boys on Earth, because if you guys don't know, in Warhammer 40k, the custodians are Space Marines, which are genetically engineered super soldiers, and on Earth the custodians are not made by the genetic seed of the other Primarchs. They're made. Who's this freak? Your future wife? The fuck? And it's just their like nobility, like the sons of nobility that get taken and put through the whole genetic engineering thing. And I mean, it would have made more sense if it's like, oh, we're running out of boys, let's also use women and hope for the fucking best. Let's see if anyone makes it. But they didn't show it at all, right? And that's the problem. I feel like that's one of the things that like creators and writers and game developers don't understand, that if you show people, you walk them there and you show them the process and you make them understand like, oh, this could work. Maybe again, some people will be like, look, I don't like this, I don't fuck with this, but other people could be swayed. But if you just pull the, oh, this was here the entire time, this has been reality forever, they're just gonna push back. So you know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah, and there's like the Sisters of Battle, like I don't know why that was necessary, because it wasn't about, oh, women are weak or whatever. It's like, it's the same as with Witchers. The mortality rate, it's extremely high. Even boys die in the whole process of becoming a space marine. It's grueling. It's crazy. So yeah, it's stupid. Was it the end of the world? Not necessarily. And we're probably never gonna see them ever again. So whatever. Yeah, Sisters of Battle, like that's the thing. I don't understand why they did that when people, men, which are the demographic mostly for Warhammer 40k, they go hard for the Sisters of Battle. Like, I feel like there's no one that hates this. Is like, no one in the history of ever has been like, why isn't there men in the Sisters of Battle? What about the Brothers of Battle? You know what I mean? It's just stupid. It's just, it wasn't necessary. They already have that. They already have female representation. So I don't understand. Yeah, again. And with the whole Ciri debacle, I just wish that she was Ciri. And you like me as Yennefer, Kulbi? Thank you. Tell Netflix to hire me. I'll do an entire spin-off of me as Yennefer. I don't know. You know, I just wish like in the Witcher 4, she wasn't a Witcher. She was just Ciri with her powers. And I feel like that would have been a very interesting thing to tackle. But hey, I don't know. Thank you. A lot of people are liking the cosplay. Pay me $1,000 and I'll get up. No, you don't have to do that. I'm joking. It's 100. No. The one that was in a book was a female one. What are we talking about? I don't remember about if Mechanics Assassin's cults are all female or not. Oh, I don't know that. And with the Adeptus Mechanicus, like, they're so highly modified that at some point you just don't know if they were female or male. So, whatever. I just feel like there's some things that are just unnecessary. It's like they don't really change anything. Like, you're not advancing anything. If every single faction in Warhammer 40k or The Witcher was all men, sure, whatever. But it's not the case. For example, in The Witcher, all witches are extremely powerful and they're women. So, thank you. You love the cosplay? Thank you. Let me get up again. I'm going to be doing this a lot, but I want you guys to see, because you can only see this, which is still pretty fucking accurate, which is crazy. But let's go. I'm being careful. Can you... Let me... I think the cosplay is crazy, dude. It's so, like, detailed. I've never worn anything like this, honestly. Is that better? More accurate than the Netflix version, so I've been told multiple times. The call assassins are both male and female. I think with Adeptus Mechanicus it's just easier to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. And the problem is like they always have to make a big deal about it, which I don't fuck with. It's constant. It's just crazy. You're more excited about the new Witcher book. I didn't even know there was going to be a new Witcher book. And now that I'm going to be reading it, I'm quite excited. So, you know, women orcs, bro. It's the same thing that they tried to pull with Rings of Power, where they were trying to give orcs, like, families and stuff like that. Which is crazy. I don't know. I like Ciri as a character, but I don't think she can carry a whole game. I mean, I think she could if the people behind the scenes were good enough. You know what I mean? Like in The Witcher 4, she seems older, so she seems like more like level-headed. And I wish they could just, you know, really zone in on that, on her just being a badass. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I'm not holding my breath because of the whole city project thing, but hey. I'm pretty sure Ciri lost her ancestral powers after stopping the White Frost. Someone correct me. I don't know. Can't wait for Geralt's final Gwent boss. The trial of the vodka resonates. With the new Besides things and their price hikes, Games Workshop stocks are tanking. Yes, I am hearing that people are boycotting it because they're crazy. The Grinch was hotter. You see what I'm talking about, bro? People are fucking crazy. If an orc believed hard enough, yeah, but it would be just like a fucking orc with long hair. That's what a female orc would be. When are you gonna play something? When I feel like it? I defend straight dandelion. Game of Thrones TV show went down when they decided to ignore the books. I know they were ahead of the books, but they intentionally discarded the author consulting. Oh yeah, from season like 3 or 4 onwards, it was a fucking... I mean, I didn't watch it. I watched season 1, and because I had read the books before that, I just refused to finish the show. So, you know. Says the girl that would do the water monster. And what about it? And what about it? Rings of Power is a prime example, similar to Veilguard, about a woke that's still a well-written story. It's just crazy. And they're gonna put something else. They're gonna... What is it? It's a female-led, like, anime or something like that. Hello, hello. Do anyone join in? Hope you had a great Christmas. Yes. And fun fact, I know that some of you don't know it. Christmas isn't really that celebrated. Like, we do get together, but when you're an adult, you celebrate the Three Wise King Day, which is on the 7th of January. So I didn't get any presents on Christmas Day. I have to wait for the 7th. I'm getting all my presents there. Dumb and Dumber cut out a lot of crucial plot elements. That is true. Celebrate paella. Lilac and Gooseberries. I'm still really looking forward to that. Are you still playing Kingdom Come Deliverance? I am, and I'm still playing Pillars of Eternity 1. And yes, we're gonna go back to that, but you guys also have to understand that I am busy. Tomorrow I have a lunch, right? And like, it's all Christmas season still. And then I'm meeting up with people and doing this and doing that. So for me, the Christmas shopping is not done. It hasn't ended. Because again, we opened the presents on the 7th of January. So I'm gonna be busy for the rest of the... You know what I mean? Oh God. Yeah, that's on the 7th of January. My makeup is gorgeous. Thank you. I'm not used to like doing my makeup like this anymore. So I was really worried. Like, do I look okay? Is this fine? But I'm glad that you guys like it. I didn't brush my hair because otherwise it would be like this. Hollywood got the woke mind virus. Everything has got the virus, honestly. It's crazy. Jennifer, you cannot say what about it. Yes, I can. Jennifer fucks a fucking mutant. Why can I not? There are big games, yeah. I just need to, you know, chill. I will go back to those. And more to come. Obviously, there's more games coming out next year, so. But don't worry about it. I haven't forgotten. I'm not a just chatting streamer. I'm telling you right now, I'm not like talented enough to just like talk. Why do people like Pokemon talk about? I've always wondered, right? Like I do yap, like I'm a yapper, you guys know this. But I usually am doing something else, or I'm reacting to a video, or I'm playing a video game. But what does like Pokemon or Valkyrie or whatever do? What do they do? Like, have you guys like talked to them? Like Amaranth, because Amaranth, aside from like doing her thing, she also streams, right? But what do they do? I'm genuinely asking. I'm not shading anybody. I'm genuinely curious of what they do. I'd address this Yen looks normal. That's what my fucking parents said. Like, I went out and they're like, oh, that's a costume. Like, my dad was like, oh, when did you buy that? I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, like that, those clothes, are you gonna wear them tomorrow? I'm like, it's a costume, Dad. I'm dressed like a witch. It's like, oh, you look fine. It's good. Like, I just don't understand. Last year, chick was farting into a microphone. Don't fuck with me. Really? They watched the elephant video about the game industry. I haven't. I don't watch any of them. Damn. Yap 2. I'm not familiar with the content mainly saw in commentary videos. Oh, so you guys don't even watch them. The only thing I know about Pokemon is that she's toxic, toxic positivity streamer or whatever, and there's a lot of controversies. I don't know. You will be surprised how normal they are off camera. I bet. Pokemon sells expensive cookies, and I know Valkyrie sells expensive like skincare routines. That's crazy. Sierra should have been a powerful sorcerer with Witcher fighting skills, not a full Witcher. I stand by that, honestly. To be honest, kind of reminds me of E3 Yen. Who? There was an E3 Yen. Do you have a Pikachu costume? I don't. What would I even... All the big chatters I watch are Hassan and Asmongold. You watch the complete opposites in the fucking genre. Like, Hassan and Asmongold cannot even be seen in the same room together. That is crazy. But then you couldn't call it a Witcher game anymore, and that's what people want, I think. You can 100% call it a Witcher 3, a Witcher game. Like, it doesn't really matter. She's part of the Witcher, like, you know, thing. So, you know. Thank you for saying that I the cosplay. She and another TD streamer got banned for a bit because of farting into microphones a few years back. Bro. Wow. I don't know. I've always been interested in that. It's like, I get that they're pretty, but being pretty only gets you so far. I would know. So I don't understand how these like sit there and like, yeah, and I mean, good for them, honestly, but that's crazy. I generally don't know what they talk about. I saw a couple of clips, didn't think much of her. Then I learned a couple of controversies. I know she has a podcast now where they talk about sex and ex-boyfriends. And I know a lot of people don't like that because she has crafted this, you know, girl next door, like, facade. And now it's kind of crumbling. So people are, like, not impressed. But again, that's what happens when you portray yourself a certain, like manner. And then shit happens. No giant stuffed unicorn. I also don't have a Witcher with me. So even if I had a unicorn, I cannot use it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't know. Like, good for them, honestly. It's working for them. But, God. You should watch Mr. Hardcore Mode about what they could have did with Dragon Age. I think Hardcore is in chat. Yeah, Pokemon is a character. It is, because at some point it becomes like a job. Like they have to behave a certain way. And then when the cameras cut, they're completely different, which I understand. Like I get it. I could never do that just because I'm not talented enough to be fucking, like an actress. If I could, I would just be an actress. I wouldn't be here. I'm upset with the bastardization of Siri's looks. They made her look like a trans woman. See Blair White and you will understand my gripe with a side-by-side comparison. I don't think she looks that bad, to be fair. Like, she's still recognizable, but I understand where people come from. To be fair, I like your streams because you feel like an honest person in a sense that you say what you're thinking. Yes. And that's a problem sometimes, obviously. It has gotten me in a lot of trouble. But you know what? At least I can go to bed and be happy with the fact that I'm honest and I'm transparent. I don't want to be like anything else. I don't even like, no, I was gonna say, oh, you guys know, but I was a fucking liar growing up. Like crazy. Like I wanted to fit in so bad. So I kept lying about everything. And then I just reached a point on my 20s that I was like, what is the fucking point? I don't even want these people to like me. And I got ties with all those people and just did whatever the fuck I wanted. And if that meant like not having friends or like not being normal, whatever, I was like, you know what? Sure. I don't care. Being one more is kind of like overrated. I want to be boring. I want to like stay home. I want to watch my stupid shows, play my stupid games, and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do you lie to us? No. That was years ago. I'm 27. I'm almost 30. And I'm talking about my early 20s. Like late teens, early 20s. I definitely understand the series changed because I take issue with how Lara Croft was changed. Yeah, I do understand that they're trying to defeminize women for some reason, which is like kind of defeating the point of proving, like trying to prove the point that, oh, women can do whatever. Women can be badass in this. Like, bro, just, you can make a woman feminine and badass at the same time by making them look more masculine or taking everything that is feminine about them and then making them badass. Then that's kind of like defeating the point. It's like, oh, so women have to be manly to do what men do. And that that defeats the point. I read a book called The Courage to Be Disliked that changed my mind about trying too hard to please people. Yeah, because you can't. And I feel like a lot of us don't understand that until we become adults. And it's like, and you don't even want people to like you. It's like, I don't care. I cannot turn my fucking phone off because I'm wearing gloves. You know what I mean? I'm 27. Yeah, I'm almost 30. Just a reminder that this isn't Yennefer real look. She was a hunchback, ugly person before magic surgery. Sorry, but I wasn't that before I took my makeup off. So it is what it is. It's because these people don't believe a feminine woman can be taken seriously, which is crazy. Because I thought the whole point was, women can look however they want to look and they can do whatever they want to do. Super chat of the Cult of Shepherd, incredible cosplay, take my Bloodcard refund to put it towards the tally costume. Thank you, I will. The most expensive part of the tally costume is the helmet. And that's it. The other thing is a bodysuit. So it's going to be pretty comfortable to wear. The problem just isn't making women unappealing. It's also the fact that they break lore for stupid reasons. Yeah, it's just everything. And then I said it multiple times, it's like hurt the cause that they're trying to help. It's like, you're just destroying something while trying to build up something else. And then you cannot even do that because people are just gonna react in a negative way to those changes. And it's crazy. The Witcher 4 trailer isn't gonna be gameplay series. It isn't. Just like the Witcher 3 trailer girl wasn't gameplay girl. Oh, 100%. I don't think she looks that different. Like at all. She looks older. But I understand that a lot of people just are very sensitive to changes because we have seen those before. Someone said Lara Croft, and I feel like that's the most stark change. Like in the new anime that they did, it's crazy. I missed someone. You're really going on 30? I thought you were going on 20. Mm-mm. You can adore me. I'm fine. I'm young at heart. You know what I mean? I am almost 30, yes. Instead of a helmet, put in a bucket and a beautiful bucket. God. The creative director of the Horizon games said he hated making Aloy feminine because he believed that feminine women couldn't be badasses. Hence why he had the team masculinize the model. That's stupid. If I never see a Karen again, then God bless. I've never encountered a Karen in the wild. Honestly, there's something in my eye. A hair, obviously. And then they give them toxic personalities that are relatable, but they're not relatable. They try to make them seem relatable, but 100% they're not. Isn't it super misogynistic to make women more manly? Yes, it is. That's what we're talking about. It's crazy. You look more like Yenda the girl from the show. Thank you. I've been saying a lot lately, people on the development side opening their mouths kill the hype for a lot of people. It is crazy. I told you guys this. I miss the time where I didn't know who was working on my games. Like, I could have fucking sat next to them on the bus and I wouldn't know that meant make my favorite game. And I was happy, I was content. And now they're just yapping and, you know, thinking that they're so much more important than they actually are. It's crazy. Crazy. They have been changing all stuff too. They plugged Miranda's ass in Mass Effect 2 and since then it's been downhill. Yes, or just taking Japanese games in desexualizing them. It's like no one complained. And the people that complained are just insecure. 100%. Like there can be multiple types of women. You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't understand. It's like not all of us fit in the same mold. And you can be a woman in very different ways. Just because, you know, someone might like to dress down or dress more comfortable and casual, and then I like to, you know, do this and dress in dresses and be over the top doesn't mean that we're not women. We're just women in different ways. So by just making it seem like, oh, someone like me cannot like be a protagonist in a game because I'm too feminine. I'm too. It's stupid. It's completely like it just defeats the entire point that they're trying to make, which is crazy. Social media just exposed these people are crazy. It does. And they're so like delusional that they think they can come out on social media and admit to being pieces of shit and behave like pieces of shit. And no one will say anything to them. And then they act like the victims when people clap back. Like all of them are like have protected Twitters and stuff like that. It's crazy. Hola, hola. Western gaming studios are committing suicide by woke garbage DEI. 100%, which is, I hope we're not gonna be seeing that in the next 5 years. They either fix their policies in the next 5 years or they're getting taken over by smaller companies now, like smaller studios that are gonna get bigger. Like Larian is gonna like get super big. Because guess what? I'm not hearing anything about Larian, either good or bad. All I'm hearing is like when they're like doing something, you know, like oh we're getting a new update for Baldur's Gate 3, blah, 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 blah. And there you go. Even if the mixer look older, she shouldn't be older than 30. You have the lore director breaking lore and not even talking to the creator. Apparently you can look sexy and badass. You can't. 100%. Part of it, it's the DEI staff. Certain broker companies and governments give financial incentives for making more inclusive designs to their DEI staff. Feminine women, normal women are a threat to trans women and therefore need to be masculinized to allow for more inclusivity. That is crazy. That is crazy that, and I have said it, that you just shove your way into spaces and take people's places and just pretend, you know, that you always belong there instead of creating and crafting your own space. Invading and hijacking other people's like spaces are not gonna make you like the hero or the victim. It's just gonna make you the perpetrator. That is what it is. Yeah, these companies got too big and they got too comfortable. I think it's time for me to just, like, not for me, what am I fucking saying? But for companies to, get taken down and replaced. You're working this cosplay, and for the record, you would also make a great Shadowheart. True! Shadowheart as well! You see what I'm talking about? You guys have a lot of good ideas. Time to make a 20-minute fun film role as Yennefer. I would be down. They'll get bought out and taken over by Chinese companies. Oh yeah, it's happening as we speak. And can you even blame them? Like, honestly, like, they don't make money. They're just losing money. They don't make the money that they put into projects back. It's crazy. Japanese developers say they can make the games they want if releasing in the West. No, because they get censored constantly. Like, who would have thought that the West would be doing the censoring? Since when? When did everything just change? The worst I heard from Larry was just the bear fornification, and that was funny, If Larry goes public, then things might start going downhill. Exactly, they're just shutting their fucking mouths, or they're not making any waves, they're just doing whatever they want to do. Baldur's Gate 3 director said at the Game Award 24 from the stage, "Gamers first, no politics, no checkboxes, revenue will follow, damn right." Hey there, hello! Larian has a huge backlog, they have had hard times. Oh, I bet. Shadowheart is all they could come up with. I mean, would you ever want to be a writer for a AA or indie studio? I wouldn't mind, honestly. I mean, I want to write my own books first, but I feel like if, like, a studio, like a small studio, saw my work and decided, like, hey, do you want to, like, help us with this and that? I wouldn't mind, honestly. I feel like a lot of more studios should do that, just, like, get actual writers on board to help with the story and stuff like that. But, I saw that Pamela looks so much better compared to whatever Mardonna is trying to do. Pamela allowed herself to, like, age gracefully. Not everyone ages the same way, but Pamela Anderson has always been beautiful. So obviously she's an old woman now, but she's still very pretty. Do you think Baldur's Gate 3 was lucky when it comes to success, despite having woke elements? I don't think it was luck. I think it was talent. I think, and people forget that when Baldur's Gate 3 first came out, people were not happy about the pronouns and the, like, freedom of just having whatever genitalia you wanted, regardless of whether you had breasts or not, or whatever in your body type and this and that. So a lot of people were not on board, and I remember people being really, really mad when Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year. Just, they didn't like that. They didn't understand. But then those same people, which is what a lot of people need to understand, play the game. Like, a lot of streamers that were, like, talking shit about Baldur's Gate 3, they actually played the game, and they were like, oh, okay, it's a good game. You may like it more or less. It might be a game for you or not, but you cannot take away the fact that they put in the work, and each update and each patch made the game better and better and better. One of the things that Larian did when they just fucking, they didn't pull the plug, but they decided to, like, focus on their other projects, was just to give away the mod tools to the community so people could do whatever the fuck they wanted. And that says more about them as a company than, anything else. So I'm happy. Are you gonna write a book? I am writing a book. Will you ever see it? Maybe in 10 years. We'll see. That's what I'm gonna sell you for merch. It's my book. Good games are good, bad games are bad. Exactly. I remember playing EA Batch 1 for Baldur's Gate 3. I remember playing Early Access, and it was so different than what we ended up getting. So much better, because Larian is one of those companies that when they say, we listen to you, we listen to our audience, they actually mean it. The writer for Baldur's Gate 3 got progressively more woke over the years of COVID. He's also a big fan of a problematic breadtuber here in the UK. Said breadtuber voices the trans character in Baldur's Gate 3. Shadowheart's childhood friend. Oh, this person is also a big creep to some other people. That's not good. I hope that they're keeping an eye on that. The company that owns D&D probably pressured Lara into the questionable stuff. Maybe or maybe not. Either way, they made it work, which is much more than we can say for other games that have come out this year. I don't know, I played Baldur's Gate 3, but I can say I've enjoyed it, and that's fine. They took not as much liberty with the combat aspect, which to me, as it was the problem with TTRPG was based on. I enjoyed it. For what it was, I really loved it. But again, that's a game for me. That's literally my thing. I love RPGs. I love them. It is a quality product, regardless if that's a genre you like or not, exactly. Baldur's Gate 3 is a perfect example of how the problem is not the content, the problem is sloppy games enforcing political ideas on the players. It's a big lecture. A pretty accurate cosplay, thank you. Book about what? I like fantasy, dark fantasy. So, yeah, I give away on Christmas. Yeah, I would 100%, I would publish it myself because I don't like companies. If they want to pay me and buy my book and publish it, they can do that. But yeah, that's been my dream forever, like writing a book. Like, I don't like merch personally, unless it's like really good, and really good merch tends to be really expensive, which is kind of like, so we will see. But yeah, it had male and female in alignments back in early access too. Things that got cut out for more progressive stuff. I don't remember that, so I cannot speak on that. The video games were better because they weren't tied by D&D rules. I mean, one thing that you can say about Larian is that when Wizards of the Coast told them, hey, let's do a DLC, let's do this, they were like, no, we're not doing that actually. We're gonna do our own thing. And now they're working on their own. I think it's a sci-fi RPG that they're working on. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's their own thing, of their own making. And if there's something I know is that if it resembles Baldur's Gate 3, I'm gonna love it. I feel like with games, you cannot, and chat is a fucking proof of that. You cannot please everybody, and that's the point, and you shouldn't try to please everybody. You should just get your own like core audience that it's gonna be there and buy your product no matter what, and that's it. You're set. You know what I mean? If you have to work with people, companies you don't like, love, sure, tell them to sponsor me. I don't even know what would sponsor me. I want it to get sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped, hit me up. Dead ass, honestly. God. Wizards of the Coast is not doing really well the same way as like Games Workshop isn't doing really well. I mean, at least we're seeing that. We're seeing like consequences for actions, which is what we haven't seen in a while. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to companies realizing that it's over. Their heyday is completely like it has come and gone, and you can only rely on the past success of your IPs for so long before people just absolutely are sick and tired of your bullshit. It doesn't matter. Like, look, you guys don't have to understand that the people that work in the video game industry, they are people, and they have ideologies, and they have preferences, and they have lives, and they have this, and they have that. And I understand. What they cannot do is just plaster all of that on their work. Unless it's something completely like personal, like a personal project. If I'm, for example, I'm writing a book, for me, it's my book. If I release it, I self-publish it, that's my issue, but it's my book. If I want to add whatever the fuck I want to that, that's my prerogative. That's something that I can do. It's my right. But if I'm writing for someone else, or it's a fucking project or whatever, it's my job to just do what I'm told, like do a quality job within the guidelines that I'm given. Not just to, take everything and make it my own and just, put my own experiences and my own life and ideologies and thoughts and politics into something when I know that's work, that's a job that I have to do. It's not a passion project. It's not something that I do as a hobby. It's something that I go to an office to do. And these people don't understand that. Like, the lines are completely blurred in their heads. It's crazy. You smell good? How would you know? I do though. Is that the scent of warm water? I mean, I had to shower last night. After 3 months of not showering, I had to shower. For a second there, I thought the green wasn't gonna wash off my face. Like, I don't think, like, this is a very specific experience that I have of just being naked in the shower and just going like this. Green. Green, and everything is green, and the water on my feet is green. I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't bathe. I shower. I don't have a bathtub. Wrote something myself based off on RPG. Would provide it though. Since it's not translated, you'd have a darn hard time reading it. Translate it for me. That Grinch makeup was great. Thank you. You're saying reasonable things, but the Wookiees are not reasonable sound people. Oh, they're not. I smell like a goose. You guys do. You haven't showered in 3 months. I haven't. And people will believe it. Do you guys believe that? Let's use our fucking one brain cell that you guys collectively share. Do you believe that? Oh, God. Last time you were gray and Tris and now normal Jennifer. Exactly. The problem was if you didn't see green on your hands. I did, but I kept seeing green. And I kept saying green and green. I was like, how many layers did I add? That is crazy. 3 months, Asmongold will be proud. Do you think he showers? Question. Do you think Asmongold showers regularly? I don't think he does. I'm not speaking every day because we know he doesn't. Most of you don't shower every day. I know I don't. Otherwise, my hair would fall off. But you smell like avocado tacos? Damn right. I smell like anything you want. That's weird. Can you imagine? For someone I smell like a vanilla, for someone like your favorite scent, a fucking Mac Rib or something, I smell like that. I'd rather chat about games with my kid and what? Who cares? We derail. That's my fucking brand, okay? We can talk about video games and then we're gonna pick it back up and then we're gonna talk about this and then we're gonna talk about that. That's the fun of talking and chatting. I don't think he showers regularly. I don't think so either. Do we know about like the state of his cleaning? 2 times a day, I would like my hair would fall off. I have a body shower that I do every day. My hair, I cannot shower every day because it's not good for my hair. It would be super dry. Once a month? How does he do that? He did clean his house when he was banned. Well, cleaning is a stretch, right? That's a very, very nice. But yeah. I mean, good for him, I guess. That's crazy that Asmongold. You see what I'm talking about? It's insane. It's like someone like Pokemon can get popular for nothing, but someone like Asmongold can also get popular for nothing. It's just crazy. You're not just washing. Yeah, I shower, but I don't clean my hair because no, it's not happening. Like I do oil my hair and this shit like that because I wanted to grow it out. It's getting pretty long, but I want it longer. He did a little tidying, true, and I bet that now that he's back on, streaming and stuff, he's not doing it anymore. That house needs to be burned down and rebuilt. I did hear that it's because his mom passed away, so he's not doing very good, like, mentally. But at that point, it's like, you have so much money. Can you not hire someone? If you cannot do it, you know what I mean? If you cannot find the strength to do it, can you not hire someone to keep the house tidy for you? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I'm the type of person that if I find out someone doesn't shower, I have to block them, whether it be friends or content creators. I don't think everyone showers or takes baths. I don't like baths. How do we bath? Okay, question. I don't take baths because I only have a shower. But when I have access to a bathtub, I shower and then I sit in the bathtub. You know what I mean? In my head, if I'm not clean first, it's like I'm brewing in my own filth. Do you understand? Am I conveying, you know what I mean? It is part of his image. I mean, you can pretend to be dirty and not be, you know what I mean? So he's just like that. He has been like that even before his mother died. Crazy. He cannot be with another person in the room for too long. Just fucking go somewhere else. Yeah, for me, for baths, I have to shower first. Because the idea of like sitting in my own like dead like skin cells and stuff, I don't like that. I just feel like you don't clean yourself. If you're like having a bath, you're not, you know? You can hire me. You want to clean my room? You don't have to. It's pretty clean. It's fucking messy though. I cannot wait until like the gift given thing it's over, because I don't have space in my room. Like that side of my room is full of fucking gifts and I cannot, you know. Yennefer with a sexy accent. That's how she sounds in real life. You don't have to explain yourself, but I want to. If you guys know something about me, is that I love giving you guys too much information about my life. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you think about people that drink in the bathtub? Crazy. Crazy. It's like, maybe I'm just paranoid, dude. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. Like, that's a fucking drowning hazard. You're getting fucking, like, drunk while you're, like, submerging, like, a body of water. You want to die. Just say that. I watched a video where it said his teeth aren't real anymore because of the lack of hygiene. I don't like that. I won't even sit in a tub unless it's separate from the shower, since the floor of the shower will always seem dirty. Yeah, people step on it. Women don't poop. Yeah, right. Did I poop today? I didn't, so you're right. Twitch loves girls in bathtubs. I don't have one, dude. My dream is like you guys make me enough money so I can buy like a hot tub, but then I'm gonna wear like an entire scuba diver outfit for my hot tub stream. What do you think? It's husband gonna live in real? I hope he is. I had a bath, had a complete flat makeover last year, installed a shower. People don't take baths. Only wine moms take baths. You know what I mean? Never met an Oriental that not shower before bathing. That's what I'm saying. But people in the West do that. They're like, oh, I bathed. No, you just fucking like sat in your own filth. Thank you for the following outlook mechanic. Step away for 1 second. Everyone is talking about bathing. That's what we do. That's what we do. It's just crazy. You're already playing with Witcher 3? I want to do that. We should do that. Swan Bath one on Strike cosplay pick stream. True. That would be such a good idea. Honestly, isn't it like, I understand that there's an appeal on watching women half naked. I understand. But isn't it funnier to just watch like a bitch be unhinged? I don't know. Am I not better than the other girls? Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. What about you? It's okay if your back hurts. It's relaxing. That's the thing. I cannot relax. Is it just me? How you even get the patience to write a book? When do you feel okay with yourself to do that? So I always like writing and reading. I've been writing since I was like 11 or 12, which is crazy because I'm 27 now. And it's just, you know, right now I don't have as much time as I did. And I feel like I thrive off a routine. So I feel like I should fix my schedule to get that in. I love writing scripts for my YouTube videos. I know people usually don't like to do that, but I do. I love writing them. It's super fun. And I just do it. Like, I have a lot of, my imagination is very active. So I just always have like stories in my brain. And for me right now, I'm not writing the book, but I'm writing fan fiction, which is the best next, you know, best next thing for me, like just to get the juices flowing without it being really professional. Like for me, it's not something that I have to do, it's a hobby. So yeah. How tall are you? I'm 5'2", which it's like 160 centimeters. I'm short. Okay. I like watching women bathe. You wouldn't like to watch me bathe. I get very stressed. I have a big projects going, but I'll never finish them because I'm fucked, honestly. I feel like I'm a big fuck up. Who cares? Don't delete them though. One of the problems that I had as a youngling was that it's never gonna be perfect. And I didn't understand that. When I was younger, it's like, it's never gonna be as good as you think it's gonna be, ever. But the thing is, just, it's because you keep looking at it. It's like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at yourself every day. So yes, you're gonna see that, oh, your eyebrows are not symmetrical, and this eyes is smaller, and your teeth are crooked, because you look at yourself every single day. You're just gonna look past the good things and start seeing the bad stuff. But for people that have never looked at you and that have never like read anything that you have put out, it's amazing. It's like, oh, it's like, seeing someone for the first time and be like, oh, I like the color of their eyes. I like the way that, you know what I mean? It applies for everything. So it's because you're just in your own head 24/7. Just write it. Don't reread it. Don't do anything. Just write it. Just keep writing. And after you have 100 pages worth, then you go back and you're like, I don't like that. We can change this, whatever. Then you can tweak things. But you cannot change anything if you don't have a product. Just keep writing. And if you want to write something else, like when you're writing like a story, you have another idea, do that. Don't make it seem like it's a chore or something you have to do, or, oh, I have to write 1,000 words today. You don't have to do anything. You have to just enjoy the process. Otherwise, it's just gonna be bad from the beginning to the end, honestly. I'm 160. Don't take that away from me, okay? Don't say that I'm 157. I'm 160, okay? 27 and still... What do you want me to do, bro? I stopped growing. Since Dragon Age 2 isn't the black ship anymore, what are some things you like about it? I said it. I love the companions in Dragon Age 2, and I feel like if they had had the budget, it could have been so good. I mean, it still was great, but it would have been amazing. So, But the companions, I think, are one of the best things written. The Kunari in the Dragon Age 2, amazing. I'm 189 and also 29. Well, I am not. It's usually better to create a companion of your characters, places, events, and story elements to infer with it. 100%. It's cosplay eats? Yes. I forget that I have like super high heels on, and again, like getting up in these heels is like, I don't know. Thoughts, and prayers. Woo! These are my own boots, by the way. I didn't buy them for the cosplay. I just have them. I'm 189. I'm sure it's fuck. You're not. Shut the fuck up. You guys are bitches. Haven't worked since 2017 because of health issues, and then COVID happened and I took a massive mental toll. Welcome to the club, bestie. You're not alone. Let me tell you that. Thank you. So, don't worry about it. We're all there, honestly. You just have to get over your head. Just do whatever. Like, I put some music on, or like for me, it's like I watch something. I watch like a TV show, an anime, and I'm like, oh, I wanna write something about that. Just honestly, I know the fan fiction sounds really cringe, but it's just taking something you like in a world you like and just making something new with that. And it's a very good way to train yourself on how you maneuver yourself in like a fantasy setting or a sci-fi setting. And then because, and I've said it multiple times, and I've had people ask me like, oh, isn't this plagiarizing if I take something like elves? Like, everyone does it. It's not plagiarizing, it's just being inspired by something. So just take things that you like, combine them or change them or tweak them, and then create your own thing out of that. And no, you're not gonna be perfect and you're not gonna be super original. No one is. And guess what? As a consumer myself, like, sure, I'm a creator on the side, but I'm also a consumer. 9 out of 10 times, I look at something, like I read a book or I watch a movie, and what do you think? I want to read something just like this, or I want to watch a movie just like this. So you don't even have to like be super creative and be super, people most times, you know, just want to like read or watch the same shit but a little bit different. So don't even sweat it. Look, I'm just copying this. This person did it before I did. No one cares. As soon as you make it your own, no one gives a shit. I'm telling you right now. It took me a long time to like get myself out of that like mindset of like, oh, everything has to be perfect. I have to be unique. This cannot be similar to this because this person did it, and there's so much. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everyone has done it. The Lord of the Rings, fucking Dragon Age, Bio, everything, it's the same. All sci-fi, if you pull and you look at it close enough, it all goes back to the fucking Space Marines and Halo, fucking Master Chief, same thing. Fallout, Space Marines, same thing. You know what I mean? Everyone does it. Even the big fucking authors out there do it. It is what it is. And we eat it up every time because guess what? If we like it, we like it. I sometimes get upset that I read something and I'm like, I want this, exact this. I want this style of story with different characters. Give it to me. And that's why I started like writing fan fiction, because I wanted to like see a very specific story being told and no one was doing it. So I was like, I'll do it myself. And I did. And people like it. And I have read like, it's like my fan fiction, my current fan fiction, it's over 3, bro, don't even, if I show you this, you're gonna take this to the fucking grave. I just wanna show you how many words I've written for a fan fiction. Thank you for the follow on your hill. And because there's no, how do you say it? There's no expectations attached to it. Like, I'm not doing any deadlines in this and that. Do I remember my fucking password? We'll see. Give me a second. Because there's no expectations attached. I can just do whatever the fuck I want. And it's the most I've written. Like, the most words I've written in my entire life. Bro. Let me in. Do you write in Spanish? No, I write in English. That's why I write too. I like my own work better than anyone else's stuff. That's it. Write for yourself. Learn not being unique, make her angry, and wow. I'm unique. I'm a person. Bro, let me in. I'm not even fucking with you right now. Do I not know my own fucking... I don't even know if I'm writing it correctly, like my password. Bro. I'll show you here. Would love to see your writing. You guys have to shut up though. And not tell anyone. I was watching TikTok before I opened stream. I'll tell you how many words. But you just don't have to like be so harsh on yourselves, honestly. It only kills your creativity in anything. Like, I know that a lot of people that watch me do paint miniatures, like Warhammer miniatures, and they're like, oh, I'm not good. And you think that you're not good, but that's on you. That's, you know, that's in your head. It doesn't mean that it's true. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. Focus. It's not focusing. It's focusing on my face. Focus! Whatever. It's 448,000 words. That's the most I've written. It has 51 chapters so far. How do they do it in the fucking... it's right there. I'm telling you, it's right there. You see it? There you go. Now my face. I don't mind if people like, you know, it's a Dragon Age fanfiction. There's sex scenes in there, though. So if you guys don't like those, scroll. Because I'm 30 and I can write whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. But I wrote a... It's Dragon Age. 51 chapters and counting. I haven't updated in a while. I'm new to it in Archives of Our Own as well. You guys can probably find it. You're writing SMAT? Yes, but I'm also writing politics. And, you know, and magic, which I like. It'd be cool as an audiobook stream. Is there like a fucking website for just fun fiction but audiobooks? It is a good start. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, it's taking something that I enjoy in a setting that I enjoy. I love fantasy, and just like breaking it like into pieces and looking at it and be like, okay, what can I do with this? So I'm just using a setting that I'm familiar with and characters that I like, and just going for it. You know what I mean? They're not awkward for men. It's just a sex scene. You know what I mean? I think I write sex scenes in a way that it's familiar for both parties. I also write them for both POVs, like the male protagonist and the female protagonist. Are you a journalist or something? I'm not a journalist. I wanted to be a journalist growing up. Fun fact, because I was very good at English growing up, but I didn't want to be a translator. That was too much work. I had to take like a third language. To do that, I had to like learn like Italian or something, and I hated school. And I said, well, I was like writing, so what else is the best thing that I can do? Journalism. So I was gonna go to college for journalism, and I ended up not doing it because fuck that. I ended up not going to college because I hated school. It wasn't that I was stupid. I wasn't. Okay, I wasn't. I just hated a class. It gave me anxiety. It was so bad. I still think about, like, I still have nightmares about being in a classroom. And that should tell you everything you need to know about me as a person. I hated it. Can we just pretend Tash never existed? I bet that there's a lot of people writing Tash, like, a smart fan fiction as we speak. Is English common in Spain? Nope. At all. English is very, very poor in Spain. Really bad. College isn't for everyone. It isn't. Sex, never heard of it. So read it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just hate it. Like that's one of the things also that I feel like it's taught, that you have to go to college, you have to do this, you have to do that to be like I don't know, like a member of society, like a useful member of society. I don't want to be a useful member of society. I don't have to be. You know what I mean? My only job in life is to be happy, and I'm doing that right now, almost in my 30s. It takes quite a bit of time to do that. So, and listen, you get there. Like, a lot of people are like, well, I'm this old, I haven't done anything. You don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to, like, give something back. You don't. You didn't ask to be born. You didn't have to do anything. You don't have to. You just have to be you and live to the best of your fucking abilities, which is most of what people can say. How is chat better than class? We are extra stupid. We're so stupid. Hello, Kara. I like how Spanish speakers randomly put an E in front of words. I didn't even know we did that. But yeah, it's like Spain. Because the S sound, it's an S. It's an S. It's read E-S-E and pronounced S. The S. So we say that. It's a Steve. A scene. We did do that. I graduated from college 4 years ago and never got to use a degree because the job market is ass. That's the thing. Some people do it and some people don't. It's just crazy. Super chat by the James. So have you checked out Rogue Trader by Owlcat Games? And if not, is this enough to bribe you into giving it a look? You don't have to bribe me, actually. You could have saved your money because we're gonna be playing. I have played Rogue Trader. I have already beaten it. And we're gonna play it again because I wanna check out the DLC that came out. And then we're probably gonna play it again because there's another, like a second DLC coming out as well. So I can't live a selfish life personally. I feel like I have to contribute or my life means nothing. You're contributing though. You know what I mean, Marvin? You bring something to the conversation. You're funny to talk to. You're contributing. You don't have to do something specific. You know what I mean? It's just, that's the thing. What is contributing? Does it have to be specific? You don't have to. As long as you're happy and you're not, you're not a bad person and you're not being detrimental to society, you are doing something. You're here, you're chatting with us, you're like actually giving us like topics of conversation. That's contributing. You don't have to do something specific. I'm a recovering alcoholic abuser and I'm still trying to dig deep to be more okay with myself. First, then how I felt with people around me, then now try to confront how I feel about myself. The first step to just like trying to get to know yourself better is to like understand that, okay, I was like this. The same way that I said, Frostfam, that I was not happy as a teenager. Like I was constantly having to lie because I felt like I didn't fit in. Obviously, it's not the same as like, your issues, but we all have different lives. And thank you for the bits, broids, Danny. But like, yeah, like I was lying constantly. Like I didn't like boys growing up. I didn't want to have sex. I didn't want to go on parties or whatever. But I kept pushing myself. I kept lying. Like when my friends were like, oh, I slept with this guy. I was like, I totally slept with another guy that you guys don't know as well. And that just made me so deeply unhappy because the lies kept like piling up and piling up. And it reached to a point where I moved out. Like I moved away from, when I finished high school, I moved away from that town. And naturally, I just cut ties with those people. And I got to have like a fresh start. And I realized that I don't need to lie. I just have to be myself. And if people like it, they like it. And if they don't understand, they don't understand. But yes, like one of the first things you have to do is like admit that you're not happy. You're not happy with who you are. And you're not happy with the person that you look, the reflection in the mirror. And then you work your way from there. And you don't have to become a fucking like saint or a martyr or, turn to religion or whatever. You just have to do baby steps. And it's like, okay, I have this issue. For example, Frostman said, alcoholic. Okay, recovered. That means we're staying away from alcohol. And we're staying away from people that, don't like apport anything. They don't bring anything into our lives except like bad habits. And we surround ourselves with people that want to like support us in our journey. Abusing like the abusive personality, it's just like, probably like an after effect of you probably have a very strong personality. Like paired with alcohol, it's a fucking explosive combination. It didn't bode well for you or the people in your life, but you can see that. You can like look back and be like, okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like repeat that. And it is what it is. I was asking about your favorite chapter in Warhammer 40k, the Ultramarines. Obviously, I want to buy the figurines. Not like in boys and wanting to sleep with anyone, sounds like most women nowadays, like have a Western women. Yeah, I was talking about, Marvin, me being 12, 13, 14, 15, and I just didn't want to like sleep around with my classmates or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not like now I have a boyfriend that I sleep with, obviously. But it's just like I didn't care for what they were doing. Like, I understand that experimenting, it's about, you do whatever the fuck you want. You're a teenager. The hormones are all over the place, obviously. But that's not what I wanted to do. I feel like, but I felt like if I said that, I said, oh, I don't want to date anybody. I don't want to sleep with them. I don't want to do this. That I would be looked at like a freak. But the truth is, I just didn't want to. I just wanted to wait until I met someone special, and I eventually did. So, you know what I mean? The Ultramarines, not as cool as the Dark Angels. If you guys fucking speak bad about the Ultramarines, I'm gonna fucking kill your asses. Don't even... Thank you for the follow, Christy. Greece? You know what I mean? I don't know. So you would have fit in with the US government when you were younger. I don't know. I know that I didn't fit in my class. Salamanders, my boyfriend likes the salamanders and the Grey Knights. Not comparing you to them, just saying that the feeling is common nowadays with adult Western women. They're like, most of them are also, I feel like social media, it's not good. Like, I feel like our generation, at least like I'm from the 97, like it was the best of both worlds in the sense of like, we were starting to have access to social media, but it wasn't that advanced to the point that it just like completely controlled our entire lives. I just feel like nowadays young girls are radicalized, some of them. Like, and I will admit, I went through I hate men. Men suck. Like, I went through that phase, but then I grew out of it. But nowadays, they don't, it's not even that they believe what they're saying. It's like, they want to fit in. That's life, isn't it? They want to fit in. So they just say whatever, they repeat talking points that they see, an influencer say or whatever, and then they're stuck in this loop of, oh, men don't like me, or I cannot find a man that wants to like date me or whatever. Like, oh, it's like, well, you have been telling them that you hate them, or you have been having these extreme expectations of them. And that goes both ways. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying, don't think that I'm just on your side. Like, it's on the other end of the spectrum as well, where it's just crazy. Like, just the indoctrination and radicalization of young people into thinking that by saying that they hate the other gender, they're somehow gonna get them to date them or whatever. You guys want to see the cosplay again? God, every time I had to get up. Ugh. There you go. Yennefer. Let's try not to fucking die. That's the cosplay. I will be taking pictures. I wish that there was like a... Doesn't Yennefer have straight hair? She also has fucking violet eyes. I don't have those. It is what it is. I wasn't gonna fucking straighten my hair for the entire thing. Look at some, thank you. Don't fall on them heels. I'm very good at wearing heels, okay? Mind your business. Lilac and gooseberry? Yes. Yeah, both sides want to indoctrinate the youth. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's sad. I feel more sad than anything. Dark Angels have the coolest lore and armor. They do. That is true. It is all over the world as well. I just feel like, I don't know. And with the whole, and we talked about it yesterday with the whole like dating like apps and stuff like that, they have just taken everything away from like the dating situation. Like I don't know, it's just weird. I'm 5'10" in those heels. I am. I don't mean to simp, but that's pretty hot. You can simp, it's okay, I understand. Let's grade very close to the game. Thank you. Once I heard a female friend show me a meme of a meal cat with 50 still hot dogs and a meal cat with an empty dish, and said that's what modern dating is like. Pretty much, but it's like, is it worth it though? I feel like, yeah, like, and that's been the case forever. Like, women have it easier. Like, dating, it's easier for women than it is for men. And that's a fact, okay? It is what it is. I haven't dated a man in my entire life. Okay, Janet, that's fine. I'm speaking in general. It is it is easier for women. But dating, it's such a weird concept nowadays, because I feel like for me, dating is like, oh, I'm dating someone because I want to marry them, right? But people just date people because they don't want to be alone. And I don't fuck with that. I'm just very old fashioned in that sense. I might be insane, but I'm also very old fashioned. Jennifer only fits. She's also completely insane, though in a good way, and also not in a good way. Very beautiful. Thank you. Dog face. Not even drooling face. Drooling dog face. You guys need Jesus. From just chat to just sim, it is what it is. Game Gen does not have a straight hair. Netflix Gen does. Both of best. There can be like some straight pieces in here. It is what it is. I don't know. I just feel like dating for me has always been serious. It's like, but for people, I guess it isn't. From Joshua Clark, they gave me Mason. For my favorite female character in The Witcher, thank you. I might do Triss as well, because some of you like her. Where's the unicorn? Where's The Witcher? Where's Geralt? I don't have him either. Dating is hard. Online dating is even worse. Most of these online places are a pain due to the demographics. There are also more men on those places than women. So that becomes a lopsided thingy. Also, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Because most dating apps are just like places for hookups. So I met my boyfriend online as well. But I feel like you have to meet someone that has a very specific mindset. Like, people that just date around. Like, because what do you mean that you're dating someone just to date them? Shouldn't it be to like spend the rest of your life with them? I don't know. Being with the wrong person, being alone forever, being with the right person. I guess I'd rather being alone than, and I did for the longest time. I've dated like 2 men in my entire life, and the second one is the man that I'm gonna marry. So, because I don't understand. Yeah, you're lucky if you meet the love of your life, period. I feel like the internet and social media has ruined human to human interactions and dating 100%. It has a completely different definition nowadays, one that I don't share particularly. But again, to each its own. And I know some people that met their wives and husbands on social media or a dating app. Sure. Not me though. That's the problem. They did not to be alone and just stay together because they're afraid to start anything new. Even if they don't want to make a family with the current partner. Exactly. And I don't fuck with that. Being alone is not bad. You know what I mean? I bought my boyfriend online. I did. I custom made him. There's an idea in dating that's kind of old-fashioned, but date to marry. Yeah, that's my idea of dating. You date someone and then you marry them. You don't date someone just to date them. You know, made older boyfriend? Yes. Women and men who hook up with a dozen or more people don't seem very happy. They're not. You cannot be happy. My wife has a brother that was military, so she understood what to expect. I just got here. Want to see the cosplay? You can. God, you guys are gonna have to start paying me to get up from this fucking chair. God damn. That's how we're looking. It's looking pretty nice. Yeah, being alone is pretty good. Also, if you cannot be alone, that's an issue as well. Because you have to learn to be your own person before you can be with someone else. Sometimes it's very nice to be alone with someone, you know, to do your own thing. But I went to dinner last night, and there are a lot of women who only want to date for the sake of it. It's become a sport for them. That's just sad. Do you think you're better off alone? I was for the longest time. And technically, I'm still in a long distance relationship, so I'm still alone. But there's obviously pros and cons. I feel like it depends on your partner. You know what I mean? Like, thankfully, I've gotten pretty lucky. And yeah, he does know We even have talked about the whole proposing thing, because I don't like surprises, and I don't like people like those like public proposals give me the ick. I hate them. So we have talked that we're just gonna be doing it like at home, very privately. We have talked about it. I have picked my engagement ring. He knows what I want. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. For me, I needed someone like that. I feel like we're both like mildly autistic. So we need to talk to each other of like, what do we want? What do we expect? We've even talked about kids. Do you want kids? I don't want kids right now, and maybe not for a long time. And I told him from the beginning, like, is this going to be a deal breaker? Do you want kids more than you want me? And he said, no, whether you want to have kids with me or not, either thing, like, it's welcomed. You know, because I don't want him to resent me like 5 to 10 years down the line of like, oh, I thought you wanted kids. You see what I'm talking about? My wife passed away years ago and have never dated since. She's still the one. I hope that my boyfriend is the same way. Otherwise, I'm going to hunt him. You know what I mean? Every woman I dated immediately tried to change everything in my life. That's not how you date people. Yeah, that's crazy. Exactly. Don't change yourself. Unless you're a fucking psychopath, there's nothing you have to do. You know what I mean? What are we playing today? We're not playing anything. We're just yapping. It's easy to be alone if you're at peace with yourself. That is true. Why did Yen through the bed, out of the window at Cara Moran? Who knows? You'll never know. The woman who slept with 100 men in 24 hours was crying at the end of that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know love when you feel it in this godforsaken world. Yeah. The kid part normally sorts itself out. That's what I'm saying. And I'm still young, you know what I mean? But you have to talk with people. And the thing is, like, people don't want to have conversations, like, at all. I don't know. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted from a relationship. And it's always been, we haven't had arguments. And even if we do, we just apologize to each other. Like, hey, I shouldn't have talked to you like that. Or do you care that I talk to you like this? Like, did this bother you? So I know, so I don't do it again. And same way with him. Like, if there's something that I don't like that he does, I just tell him, and then he doesn't do it. And that's just like, I don't know, I feel like that's, and that goes with everyone, I feel. Is your boyfriend single? Do you want to die? Do you want death? There's a difference being in love and loving someone. Being in love fades. It is. Being in love, it's very boring. It should be very boring. It's just being completely comfortable with your partner and just, they're just part of your life, and that's great. If you're constantly seeking like thrills and this and that, it's just, that's not what being with someone and having a significant other means. Is just being comfortable. I'm just not in a place to enter a relationship right now, so I run from them. I know I'm attractive, but I don't want to commit. So don't do it. Honestly, good for you. Don't do that. Don't waste people's times. I feel like a lot of people, like my previous relationship, the guy wasted my time 100%, and it was extremely toxic. And then I went into my current relationship, and everything was so easy that I was very shocked. It's like, oh, this is what this is supposed to feel like. And that's what it should feel like. It should be just easy to be with someone. It shouldn't be a constant like push and pull in a fight. If you're fighting for every inch in a relationship, get the fuck out of there. Do you have Path of Exile? I do have it. Have I played it? No, I haven't. My ex moved with her best friend, got married, got kicked, and moved in next to my parents. The way I would lose my mind, honestly. Being in love is okay if the other person is also in love with you. 100%, obviously. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Commander Shepard will ban. Okay, Commander Shepard doesn't want relationships. He said he wants to chill. I don't know. Do you think a little examining it's good in a relationship? A little bit, yeah. And I feel like, you know, there's nothing wrong with like trying to keep like the spark. But again, there has to be conversations. I've had conversations with we literally had a conversation about that the other day, and it's just funny, and being able to laugh and to have fun, and I don't know. You have to put in the work. I'm saying, oh, it's easy. It is easy. It should be easy, but you also have to put in the work of like show that you care. If you just get lazy and you assume that the other person knows that you care, but you don't say it and you don't show it, there's gonna be, I'm very insecure in that regard, and my boyfriend knows that. So I like, we tell each other that we love each other every day, multiple times a day. I just tell him like randomly, and I ask him, do you love me? Yes. And he's very patient with me. He's not a patient man, and he has a very short temper, but he's not those things with me. He's very patient. He never yells at me. He's never upset. And he's just very understanding. He knows that this is the way that I am, and I understand that that's the way that he is. And there's sometimes that he's just completely like tired, or he goes nonverbal. He's like super exhausted from work, doesn't feel well. And I also have to understand that I'm just not gonna like try to get him to talk to me or be at my beck and call. You know what I mean? What you said about partners having the need for constant thrills in a relationship reminded me of my ex. It's a bad way to build long-lasting, like, a relationship. Yeah. Relationships are 50% communication, 50% effort and work. Yes. And you have to understand your partner and not try to change them. That really peeps me. The whole, like, trying to change someone. Again, unless it's like a change for the better and that person is in for the ride of, for example, before you guys fucking, since he started dating me, my boyfriend has stopped drinking caffeine and smoking. Smoking, he did for me because I just hate smokers, and I would prefer if he didn't. If he ended up doing it, I don't think it would be a deal breaker either, but but he stopped smoking for me, and caffeine was for his own health, because he told me, oh, I don't sleep well at night. And then he would tell me, oh, I drink like 3 coffees a day, just black coffee. I'm like, I wonder if that are, but yeah, I don't know. I show it more than I used to say it. I didn't realize how much people need to hear it. Yes. I just feel like, and it's normal, like, someone just, I would expect people to just feel the same way that I do, but people are different, and their love languages are different. I need to hear it, and I also need to say it. The void is... Ahora. I'll be back. Give me a second. Sí, sí. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. My dad wanted to see me. Ay. Dog replaces Nuna for a few minutes. Don't dog on stream. It's a good girl. Shiva, don't eat things from there. My room is it's a puppy. She's not a puppy. She's almost 7. She's smelling things. Dog cam. Can you see her? You just love my dog. What was I talking about? Doesn't matter. Relationships. Yeah. Do your best. I believe in you. You wanna boop this nude? I don't know if she can. She want me to? Boop. There you go. I personally get mad when people don't communicate with me directly. I basically just comment for guys though. I don't do sickness at all. Some of you are probably fucking autistic as well. I know mine is mildly autistic. She's a Rottweiler, yeah. And yeah, and he has told me that, hey, I just cannot communicate my feelings properly. And if I know that, I can ask him questions like, hey, do you feel this way, or do you feel like that, or is this bothering you? Are you mad because of this? I can actually get to the fucking bottom of it, because he is just used to just bottling things up, which is not healthy at all. And I want him to tell me things so I don't do them, like things that bother him or he doesn't like. So I know not to do them. Like, that's like, I don't know. It's about mutual respect. If he does something that I don't like, I tell him. He doesn't do it. If I do something he doesn't like, he tells me. I don't do them. So, you know. Don't trust anyone who hates dogs. Don't trust anyone that hates, like, animals. That's true love. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I feel like people think that love is like this thing. It's like, oh, he comes in and sweeps you off your feet and everything is perfect. No, it's hard. We are, we're long distance. It's hard. I miss him every day, but I tell him and we make it work. And, we talk every day. We talk every day for multiple hours. We share interests. We watch movies together. We watch shows together. We play games together. She has been here. Have you ever ice fished? I have never seen snow. Like, we don't have lakes here or rivers. It's just ocean. Yeah. Why does she come in? I love that this is like now Ada's love corner. Ordinary virgin, but I do have social anxiety and I am an ambivert, so it's kind of hard to know what my social limits are before I'm drained. Exactly. Like, and it's just about, I don't know, people are completely different. You're from Atlantis, I'm not. She doesn't want to check on me. She wants, what time is it? It's 10. That's her bedtime. She comes in and she sleeps, but my dad went to the kitchen. So she knows that she's in the kitchen, she's gonna get something. So yeah, we don't have snow, lakes or rivers. It's just ocean. So I have never seen snow. I have never seen like a frozen lake or something, which is nice. Remember, kids, Canary Islands are in the coast of North Africa. Yes, we're like geographically part of Africa. I was with a girl once, long distance, tall, thick ginger in Idaho. Turned out I was her 20th long distance boyfriend. That is crazy. I mean, I know my boyfriend doesn't have time to do that, first of all, because he has anxiety. And when he's not working, he's talking with me. So I have him. Also, look at me. You know what I mean? I'm pretty good. Long distance is complicated. I feel like there has to be an end of the long distance. I feel like you need to know that after a few years it's gonna end. I know that I'm gonna move there. I know that I'm gonna marry him and I'm gonna move there. And we talked about that like immediately. That's why like talking about marriage and this and that, it's not that uncommon between us. Like, we talk about that constantly because even it's not as romantic. It's just kind of like necessary for me to stay there and to live with him. And that's gonna be in a few years that I'm gonna do that. We're both saving. He will move out and we'll live together. And that's just like life. Yeah. Do you know that the Canary Islands are named after the Latin word for dog? Yes. If you see the coat of arms for the Canary Islands, there's like two dogs on the side of the, you know what I mean? And it's because we have one specific breed of dog. I don't remember what they're called, but they're very popular in America as well. Would you be okay if your boyfriend proposed to you by the ocean where there's no one around? Sure. I just don't like people looking at me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Keep your own space if you value your sanity, obviously. Canary Islands are the Hawaii of Spain. That's the Baleares, like Ibiza. Wait 10 years to get married, then 10 years to have a child. Then when the child is 10 years old, you can have to learn to live together. No, thank you. In order to talk with shadow people, I talk with the voices in my head. You just missed the window to get into America easily now that Trump is elected. I want to get there legally. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna jump the like a fence or whatever. I'm not. Yeah, I'll get like a fiancé visa. That's, you know. Marriage, it really works in modern society, Western societies. Hard times made it work. People had to stick together. But that's kind of like, we're both very old-fashioned, my boyfriend and I. Like, he's an old man and I'm an old lady. And we have our priorities very set. Like, we knew that we were dating. Like, we've been dating for like a year. Probably get married, you know, or I'll get a proposal soon-ish. No, I'm not an old lady in that sense. Like, I'm much more old-fashioned, people think that I am. And he is also the same, which I got really, really lucky to. But yeah, we know, like, we have talked about our plans, our goals. So that's very important as well. Long distance, just like aimless and without a goal in an end inside, it's impossible to do. Just like constantly just like there's no security, there's no stability, there's nothing for you to work towards. So you're just like stagnant. It's not the same with us. It's like everything that we do so it's easier for us to moving together and have a life together in the future. I don't trust people that don't have internal dialogues. I talk to myself all the time. Maybe more than the average person, but that's just because I'm fucking crazy. Canary Islands are named after the word dog. Does that make them good islands? Good boy islands, 100%. I don't want a child that will be worse than me. I don't want to bring a child into this world because I feel like I don't want to bring a child into a world that it's worse than the one I was brought into, if that makes any sense. But I will admit that my biological clock is ticking in the sense of like, I don't know. I see my boyfriend with a baby and I'm like, maybe. But then I remember, they don't stay babies forever. And then, you know, they disappoint you and they talk back. And you're gonna even yell at them because they call the police. You know what I mean? So I'm really nice being just like the cool aunt, like the weird aunt. Like, and his sister is having a baby soon. So there you go. I don't even have to do anything. I can live vicariously through someone else. In my experience, even as a, you know, an adult, I'm a grown-ass woman. It's just, kids are fun for a little bit. But it's always like nice, like, you know, play with them and like, hey, and then give them to their parents and go to your house. Thank you. I'm 38, mentally feel like 28, and people mistake me for 48. I don't know what I am. You're whatever you want to be, Marvin. Who cares? You can lie about your age, by the way. Just say that you're 48, and by the time that you're 48, you will, like, you know, seem that much younger than you are. Long distance requires goals. Otherwise, why are you doing it? They become snotlings and then grots. Yes. Then you throw a baby away and make a new one. Can you imagine? Some people are already doing that. That's why the system is so... My wife was 35 and 38 for 2 kids. So pretty old. I mean, it's safer and safer to have kids later in life now. So I feel like if I have a kid, I would be like in my mid-30s or something. I just want to be stable. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people don't really think before they bring babies into the world. Like, the least you can do is have a house, like have a permanent roof over your head, have a stable income. If both incomes or just one income, it's barely for you and your significant other to live, you cannot bring a kid into this world. You cannot expect like your parents to raise them for you and shit like that. People don't think. Like, listen, sex is great, but wrap it up. You know what I mean? If you cannot afford condoms, just don't open your legs. I don't know. I fear being able to relate to my child if I have one too late. That's not an issue. My dad had one, like, had me pretty late. I am the youngest of four. Four? Five. Are we five? Asahel, Manolo, Santiago, Ruth. Yes, I'm the youngest of five. And I have, with my youngest older brother, I have an 8-year difference. And with my oldest sister, I have a 20-something year difference. And my dad was in his late 40s, early 50s when he had me. And it's not an issue. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very spoiled, and I was spoiled. I'm still spoiled. You know what I mean? So, if you love your child and you want to have a child, you will make it work. Or do anal? No, thank you. Perhaps you guys should move to Switzerland, where they have a pretty decent healthcare system. We have a pretty healthcare system here in Spain. I mean, America, I don't know. But, most pregnancies aren't planned. Well, close your legs. Imagine being the one sperm on millions that wanted to be here. Do you guys know that's not even true, apparently? Apparently, you're not even, like, the best sperm. Is that we waited until the others tired out, and then we went for the kill. Because the egg has, like, a protective barrier, like, around it. And the sperm trying to get into the egg to fertilize it, they damage the barrier, and then they get tired and just die. So you're not even the best. You're just the laziest one. You know what I mean? So there's also other orifices in nature's contraception. Oh my god. Your mom and dad, and my dad had me. I mean, my mom was like 33, 34 when she had me. Like, my dad is a divorcee and my mom is a widow. And they met when my mom was 33 and my dad was like late 40s. So, and here I am. I am the best at being mediocre. Same. America's one foot in the door of socialized healthcare and one foot in the free market healthcare. It's chaotic and everyone on some level is angry about it. I get it. Hopefully that will change eventually, but America is a great healthcare system. It's just not free. Ours is not free either. A lot of people have that idea of like, oh, healthcare is free. It's not free. You pay for it. Like, every time that you get a paycheck, the government takes money off your paycheck to pay for healthcare. It's just that it's for everybody. You're paying for everyone, yourself and everyone else. So, whatever the reason was, I am glad to be here and live my life. That's kind of very nice, like, outlook in life. Other people are like bitter about, why did I have to win the race? The only race that I won in my entire life. And it wasn't even because I was the fastest. It was because I was the laziest. You look better than Disney? I hope I do. So that's why I'm lazy, damn. Plus, in some countries, you need to have healthcare insurance and pay for it. True. Nothing is free. A lot of people have that misconception that, oh, it's free healthcare. It isn't. You don't have to pay when you go there, but there's still a private hospitals, and you have to pay for the procedures that you get there. Like, if you want to, because it's either, you go into like universal healthcare and they put you on a list, or you go into a private hospital and you pay for it and then you get it done quicker. So, it is what it is. So it's not as great as you think. It's just that it's universal in the sense of I can get my medicines and prescription all over Europe and I don't have to do anything special. I just have to show that I'm European and get them and whatever. But I think even if you're a tourist from America or whatever and you come here, you can get checked out on like a hospital here for free. We're paying for it, but you're not gonna pay for it. Good for you. It's free for people that don't live here. That's true. The UK has free healthcare, just wait 88 weeks to get seen. That is true. For something stupid, it's fine. But if you're like in line for like a surgery, or it's not good, because you will have to die. Like, you will die waiting for the surgery to be scheduled, or shit like that. It's crazy. In South Korea, where I live, it's mandatory and you have to pay for it, and it's barely discounts anything. That it's crazy. That is actually insane. Like, I've heard that having babies in America and in South Korea and stuff like that, it's so expensive. Yeah, what you have will kill you before you get seen by a doctor. It's crazy. But it's still good. Like, obviously, if you, and again, it's sometimes, if you're in a critical state, you will be seen. You will be pushed up the list, obviously. I feel like we all have things that are good and that are bad. I feel like, I mean, the economy in Spain, it's pretty okay now. The housing situation, it's terrible. Like, really, really bad. But, when is anything perfect, I guess? Ever. It is what it is. I don't know if there's like a single country out there that it's like perfect, like balanced as all things should be. You're gonna puke? Are you drunk? Are you drinking? Why are you gonna puke? What's going on? Join the club with the housing situation. It's even worse in the Canary Islands, because obviously we're tiny islands. Google them. They're very small. And people just come here and buy houses, like foreigners, and they just take housing for people that live here, and then their rent like skyrockets, so it sucks. It really sucks. I remember the joke made about our waiting rooms being too little. True. I hope nothing ever goes wrong with me. I hope so too. I hope no one gets sick, and if you're sick, I hope that gets fixed, and it will get fixed. I am manifesting. The governments are comfortable boomers and don't care, apparently. No, they don't. South Korea's not having babies anymore. Koreans are literally going extinct because everyone works all the time. And the genders hate each other. Damn. That is true. In South Korea, babies are not common at all anymore. Housing bubble is still a thing in Spain, very much so. I'll buy a castle in Romania. That might be cheaper than buying a house in Spain at the moment. Just buy a fucking castle and restore it. I am epileptic, and thanks to the healthcare in Germany, I don't need to pay anything for my medicine, but I have to prove it every year. I mean, a small price to pay, I guess. How do you even prove that you're epileptic? Do they force you to have seizures? I'm sorry that I'm laughing. It's just... No, I'm not sorry. Actually, I'm a fan of everyone. Welcome to the club. My wife and I were 27, 28 when we had our first. Now we have a 15-year-old. Is it a good 15-year-old? Or is it like a demonic 15-year-old? You either have the sweetest child or just the devil spawn. It's no, and sometimes the sweet child just turns into the devil spawn. You never know. My kids are older than Ara. That's actually cute. At least you can have your boyfriend drop in your bedroom. The US is the best country in the world, not because it's great, but merely because for being the less screwed up. That is true. The more I know, because I feel like a lot of Europeans, we have a concept of America that is completely different than reality. Now that I'm dating an American and I actually get like a first hand, hands-on retelling of what it's like to live in America, it's not as bad as it seems. It's not great, but what fucking country is? I am the demonic child. My retirement plan is build a house in the Rocky Mountains and live there with a few dogs in the wilderness. My dad would love you. Thank you for the follow, Lloyd. My dad wants to build a log cabin and have like a farm. That's it. Our son is mostly good. He had his moment. Yeah, I mean, he's human. He's gonna have his moments. Honestly, girls are worse, man. Girls are much worse. I was one. We get fucking rebellious for no reason. What was there? Some people are like, oh, I wish I was a teenager. Me? No, thank you. I don't want to look back. Would you guys Turn back time. Would you be a teenager again if you could? And no, not without like keeping knowledge of your life. No, just like you wanna go back to being a teenager. I feel like the only people that want that are the people that peaked in high school. Like high school was the best time of their lives. You know what I mean? Having friends from America and got family there, I can vouch for the States being a lot less screwed up than media portrays them. Sure. Like when things go bad in America, they go really bad. But I feel like that's the case in everywhere, honestly. I want to lay back. I think that's good. Rural America is fine. That's my dream. Is like Pennsylvania is pretty bare, at least the area where my boyfriend lives. And we just want to live in a house kind of like not too close to town, but not that far either. Just live our lives there. I had a lot of deep feelings as a teenager. Same. Bro, high school was the best. What are you guys talking about? You guys liked high school? I'm getting some no ways. Hell no, high school was hell. Oh my god. Or the people that missed a lot of things in high school. That's what I'm saying. Teenage years were awkward, like no things. Hell yes, didn't had a good time then, was okay, but I was depressed for a couple of years. Would love to have those years back. Bro, I wouldn't look back even to, you know, get some like more wind in my step. Your dad sounds awesome. Is he single? No, he's but my mom would give him to you if you want him. Bro, I don't want to be a teen because I picked in high school. I want to go back so I can pick higher later and undo the dumb decisions I made. I smoked a lot of weed when I was a teenager. The US is an awesome place to live if you avoid the big cities. That is true. I have learned that. The worst part of America are the cities, dude. Just go to a place like a town that you have never heard before. White picket fence and all that, huh? Damn right. Could I move to Miami? No. I only saw wild wolves once. They are shy creatures. Yeah. High school is so forgettable. I mean, if you do it right, it should be forgettable. The best part of high school was skipping classes. I agree. I skipped classes once, and they called my parents bitches. My parents didn't even yell at me. They thought that someone kidnapped me. Definitely come to America if you can. That's the plan forever. I want to go back with my wisdom and knowledge, though. I mean, honest, I wouldn't change anything though. I feel like I was gonna say if I had like my knowledge now, which is not a lot, it's not great, I would go back. But I feel like I got pretty lucky. I had a very rough teenage years, like pretty rough. I was severely depressed, super insecure, just wasn't happy with myself. I thought, my world was ending because I didn't go to college. I didn't have like a, you know, 5 to 9 or whatever. But I feel like I'm much happier now than I was. And it took me a long time. Again, I'm almost 30, but it was worth it, honestly. So I don't think I would go back. I like it. I like my life now. I do what I like. I like yapping on the internet. I don't care if it makes me more or less money, honestly. I just like talking to people and I like playing games and I like writing my silly stories and stuff like that. And I met a great man that I'm gonna marry. So, yeah, I don't know. Your Grinch outfit was sexier. I have been told that. People are telling me this. All the people who don't live in cities and barely been to say said cities are the worst. Middle America punishes you for not checking your mail with your car. High school was awesome for me. I actually had a female stalker, and that's awesome. I got one more year till I'm 30. I'm 27, so I got a couple more in me. But you know what? Sure. Harry Grinch only fits. You guys are stupid. I started high school as the top straight A student and ended up with being voted the most likely to be our school shooter. What? I did end up like, I was above average in middle school, and people had expectations for me in high school, but then I didn't meet them. And I was like, I wasn't a bad student, I was an average student, right? But people around, like my family members, like weren't happy with that. Like they thought that I could do better. And it's like, you're just projecting. And that, I think, made me like hate studying and being in a classroom. So at some point I just didn't care. In my last year of high school, I just stopped doing anything. Like literally like went to class and just crossed my arms and just, because I knew that I wasn't gonna like achieve what people wanted me to achieve. Teachers also do that, like, oh, you can do so much better, you could like be getting a straight A's in this class, and I'm like, no, I can't. So why are you making me feel bad that I can't? You know what I mean? So I just stopped studying and doing my assignments and my homework, and then I had to repeat a year. Fucking hated, fucking I hated high school. It was such a fucking depressing time. I was severely depressed, and then I went out. Like I finished at like 16, about to turn 18, and I was like, fuck, what now? I am a failure. Like I remember sitting in my couch and talking to my parents and being like, bye bye Petrus, and be like, boy, my life is over, and crying. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what to do. My life is over. And my mom just like looked at me and said, girl, you're just turning 18. Your world is about to start, and we just want you to be happy. And from there on, like it took me a while to like get to this point in my life, but I'm pretty happy with it right now. Sure, I'm not like, inventing the cure for science. I'm literally dressed as a fucking video game character, and people, like it and like to donate and hang out with me. But it makes me happy though. I'm happy. I was straight up suicidal in middle and high school. Went to the hospital a couple of times. I finally got some courage and fixed myself up. I'm so proud of you, Shogun. Like, yeah, high school was so bad. Que guapa, gracias. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the problems we have growing up, it's also just the expectations put on us. Like, oh, you have to do this. If you don't do this, if you don't go to college, if you don't do that and this, you're not a human being. And that's just like so dehumanizing, because no, life isn't the same for everybody. Not everyone can be a lawyer and a doctor and a teacher and this and that. Not everyone is going to be that. So some people do this for a living. You know what I mean? We all have our fucking stuff, our spaces. So, only my dad cared, and he's no longer here. We care. I care. So don't even worry about it. I was an average student too. Man, I love being average. You're smart. You're beautiful. You don't have to tell others what you are except your BG. What's a BG? I mean, I know that now, but I didn't feel beautiful. Like, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're not that pretty. I don't care. Like, people have their preferences. I love myself. I find myself beautiful. I like to, like take care of myself and do my silly things and treat myself and buy snacks and stuff like that, because I could die tomorrow. I could fucking pass away in my sleep. You know what I mean? I just like to be happy now. I'm still thinking about the future, sure, but if I want to buy a dress, I'm going to buy a dress, and I'm going to tell you guys straight up that I'm beautiful because I think so. You can agree with me or you cannot agree with me. That's completely up to you. I don't say it to like seek validation. I don't need that. I have my own validation, So, having been through university and college, and definitely not a big deal as people made it out to be, still can be worth the experience. That's for you. A lot of us, I literally got like panic attacks sitting in a fucking classroom. I still dream about going to class. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I have to go to class tomorrow, and I'm 27. I don't have to go to class. Thank you, Yara, and much platonic love and respect for you too. Um, I also didn't know what to do with my life when I was 20. It took so many years to find out. That's what people don't tell you. You don't turn 18 and realize what you want to do in your life. You're just a child. You're in your teens still. You know what I mean? And people don't like in even in your 20s and your mid 20s, in your late 20s, you don't know what you're doing. You're just starting to be an adult. So, for people to pretend that you should have everything figured out by the time that you're starting college, it's ridiculous. It's insane. Did you ever have nightmares about high school? All the time. My nightmares are always about high school, about being back in high school. Hated it. Dropped out of uni to ride horses for a living, and I bet that made you much more happier than fucking school ever did. I've been having these dreams for 10 fucking years. Same. It is crazy. I hate it. And this is goes to show that the like a school system is flawed. It's bad. Because if people hate it, if your students don't want to go out and learn, then you're doing something wrong. Sure, you're not gonna like everything. I hated math. I hated it. But you should make your students want to learn. But, college isn't for everyone. It's quite gaslighting those who say you're worthless for not going. Yes. So many great jobs in the trades that pay well. Exactly. A super chat from Fierce Dan. Hi, Dude, how is it going with you? Pretty well. I'm pretty chill. You know what I mean? I'm having a good year. It's been a nice year. It's been a decent year. You know what I mean? I cannot ask for more. It hasn't been bad. I feel like a lot of people want everything to be great and amazing. It's been pretty boring, which I enjoy. I love boring things. I love stability. I love, knowing what's gonna happen tomorrow, and not having to be looking over my shoulder like what's gonna happen. I'm having a good year. Let's see what next year brings us, but for now. Now turning kids into radicals in some places around the world. Yeah. I should have paid more attention in physics at least. Physics was fun. I hated physics. If the first thing in the morning and the last thing you say at night is physics is fun, then physics becomes easier for you. I hated physics. I hated math. Oh, I hated chemistry. I hated everything. The American worker drones are actually informative and productive education. Yeah, and a lot of people, say like, well, you learned English. I learned English by myself. I didn't even learn it at school. I hated English at school. So, I have a master's degree and I'm still not sure if I recommend college to anyone. You have to be very specific about what you want. Like a lot of people don't even have like a dream anymore. I didn't have a dream, and that's okay. I didn't have a dream job. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And that's fine. I feel like college only works if you know what you want to do. If you know exactly what you want to do. And in New Year resolutions, my voice is going out. Resolutions. I don't usually do resolutions. A lot of people do like, oh, I want to lose weight. I'm fine with my weight. I don't know. I mean, I want to do more lore videos. I want to start writing a book. Yeah, I just want to keep up the good work, I guess. I don't want to put like goals like I want to reach 1 million subscribers. I don't want to do that to myself. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I never know how many people are watching me. I don't pay attention to how many followers I have or subscribers or anything like that, because it's just easier for my mental health to not like see people as numbers. So I don't get upset whether I have more or less viewers or subscribers or this or that. So I just want to keep up the good work. I just want to do content that I enjoy myself, and hopefully you guys will also like. And yeah, honestly, I'm pretty good. I want to finish games. That's a fucking New Year resolution. I want to finish the games that we started. We're finishing them. I unfortunately can learn languages by gaming. It's not common, but hey. It is recommended to not watch viewer accounts or like the likes on your post or whatever. I don't do that. It's just the way that you get in your head. You got this. Thank you. Does that mean impressive that you learn English by yourself with how extensive your vocabulary is? Because I read a lot. And like a lot of times you're gonna hear me say like words wrong. And it's not because, I learned them wrong. It's because I read them and I know what they mean and I know how to use them. But I don't know how to say them properly. So I'm gonna say things not correctly. That's fine. Who cares? Embrace falling through the chaos of life. And if you know to bet on yourself, you'll find yourself falling on your feet. Exactly. To begin with, like a lot of people are like, well, you're not even that big. Like I don't care. Like a lot of people think that if you're on the internet, it's because you want to be famous and you want to be rich and you want to be this and you want to be that. I literally started doing Twitch originally. I know most of you now watch me on YouTube, but Twitch originally because I was severely depressed and I just wanted to have like a couple hours of my day where I could talk to other people and I could like play games, which it's my hobby and it was always my hobby, and my depression was keeping me from doing those things. So I was literally using Twitch as a goal, as like a tool to just get out of my head and expose myself to new things. So literally, like, I don't care how many people watch me. Like, I understand, like, I'm obviously very thankful for you guys and the support, obviously, but I don't want to have to bend and shift and like kind of like twist myself into a certain way to get more views and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or do certain content or dress a certain way or speak a certain way to be more palatable or more advertiser friendly or whatever. I just want to do my own thing, and if people like it, great, and if they don't, they don't. That's also good, It's whatever. I found your channel through the side scrollers, Vara Dark, and the woke insult game industry guy we've already forgotten about. There you go. And a lot of you met me through Veilguard, and then you stayed because, you like me. Surprisingly, I think most people watch me not because one thing or the other, but because they just like my personality overall. So if they like me as a content creator, it's more likely that they watch me doing whatever. Like I'm talking now, but I usually just play games. And when I do videos about video games or lore and stuff. I don't want to put myself in a certain box. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to be, I can only do this and just put myself in a tiny box, and my creativity, it's not being able to like go anywhere. I don't want that. I want to do whatever the fuck I want. And if it gets like 100 views, it gets 100 views, and it gets a million, it gets a million. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for me, honestly. Like at this point, I'm just in a moment of my life where I'm just very comfortable in the space that I am. And yeah, I don't know. I like it this way. I like to just be comfortable with who I am and who I present myself on the internet, and happy that, people like me just like this. So there you go. Do you have Armenian roots? Ara means something like respected man. Fun fact, my name is not Ara. My name is Barbara. But none of you can say Barbara properly unless, you speak a Latin-based language. So to make it easy for you, I go by Ara or Nure. It depends. You're one of the few honest women on YouTube. Damn right. You have a relatable personality and people agree with your takes. True. I have common sense, you know what I mean? I do like, especially when you swear in Spanish, which I do all the time. My subscriber account is very diverse without trying. Men, women, white, black, Asian. True. What people can comprehend the concept of organic diversity? Nope. Living your own skin is good, especially because it took me so long to be comfortable with the fact that this is who I am. So take it or leave it. Like when I was younger, I just wanted to like mold myself to be liked by others, but I don't want to. I don't like people. I don't even like them. So why would I want them to like me back? No, thank you. I learned Latin in high school. I did too. I learned Latin in high school. It was pretty easy. I like Latin. Could have just agreed that your name comes from the sun god. I don't care. My name means foreigner. It's a Greek name. So, I tell you why I speak to women, they're never satisfied. In what way? I'm satisfied. Is that a B in front of it? Barbara. Ara ara. I've had a lot of people tell me that. I did the ara ara for a long time, like the ara ara all the time. When I was a fucking faceless YouTuber for a while, I was a VTuber. Do you guys know that about my fucking lore? And because I had the protection of anonymity, I did the ara ara all the time. But now I don't have that, so we're not doing that. Have a good one, folks, and save out there wherever you are. Same with you, Leonidas. Organic diversity is the key. It's the forced diversity that's simply insane. Exactly. It's just crazy. What is that? Ooh? The ooh? I cannot hear it. I don't have my headset on. Good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy, you know? Baubra? Barra? Either. It's Barbara. That's why I'm telling you to just call me Ara. You guys are not gonna get it right. At least you speak Spanish, so. Or maybe if you're Greek or something, but hey, it doesn't matter. Just call me Ara. Calling me Barbara is weird. It's like calling your mom by her first name. You just don't do that. Move to Santa Barbara. It's because I have the just mixing without showing too much. And even if I gotta dress at that show a lot, like I can do whatever, you know what I mean? Like I don't wanna, like that's the thing, I don't wanna just like put myself in one thing. Like, oh, I have to do this. Like, because if I'm like showing skin and that's why people watch me, then I have to do that regardless of what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I understand that it's easier to watch me if you find me attractive. That is life. It's the same way that if you watch a romance movie of whatever, it's better to watch if you like the characters, you like the actors. But I also want to be able to like talk about whatever the fuck I want, play whatever the fuck I want, and not just be constricted to this tiny box of I have to wear like this and that. Like if I don't show skin, no one is gonna like me. I'm gonna drop views. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't care. Hi, is it Stendo? Hello, welcome. It's just, you know, it's stupid. I don't like that. I want to do whatever. There's some days where I just want to like be covered from like the neck to the tippy toes. And some days that I just want to, like, you know, wear a dress that has all cutouts everywhere. So whatever. Show the green screen. No. I'm not gonna be green for a while, you know? I like women on YouTube who don't show skin because I actually want to like their personality, like Nude, Very Dark, or Maran Savvy. There you go. Just found my channel. Welcome. It's downhill from here on out. Indo, it's not gonna... But thank you for the support. Thank you for watching me on YouTube and watching me on Twitch as well. And I say that to everyone, just like be yourself. Sure, not everyone is gonna like it, but someone is gonna like it. And, you know, sure, I don't have like 45,000 people watching me, but do I want them to watch me? If they're just watching me for my looks and they're just like simping and just like not treating me like a person, I don't know. I like the community that I have. I like that, you know, obviously it's never gonna be like a one-on-one situation because there's many of you and there's just one of me. But I like that we can have conversations. I like the size of my chat where I can actually read chat and interact with chat. I think that's the whole point of being a streamer, is to be able to interact with chat. For me at least, that's why I started it. My cringe cosplay was hot as hell. A lot of people are saying that. That is crazy. You guys need to be checked in the hospital, honestly. Please don't say downhill now. Come on, why are you here? No, it's fine. It is downhill for you. I'm fine. It's just gonna devolve into you don't know what you're watching. If you come from my lore videos, this is very much different. Even my other videos. I'm bigger on YouTube. Fun fact. This room is the chill guy meme, very relaxing. What's the next game you're playing? I'm currently playing Pillars of Eternity and Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm gonna be playing Rogue Trader, probably. Yeah. I have an itch that I cannot scratch right now, and it's Rogue Trader for me. Some of us weird guys like her women clothes. I mean, good for you. You're welcome, I guess. The better the chat, the better the dialogue. Yeah. And I just feel like that's also a part of like the job of a streamer, of like curating their own community. I know what I want. I know the kind of people that I want watching me. And thankfully, I guess like if you put that kind of energy out there, you also get that energy back of I just want people that speak their minds. I want people that, adults, if I can help it. And just, are you feeling bad today? I'm not. I was joking, Indo. I don't feel bad today. I feel pretty good, pretty comfortable, honestly. How are you feeling? Saying that the Grinch coffee was hot, like furry much. I mean, are you going to continue commenting on the gaming news? I will if they're relevant to me, though. I feel like I'm gonna keep commenting on like games like Avowed and The Witcher 4 and Exodus because they're relevant for me. Don't expect me to speak about every single fucking thing. Like, and expect a video if, you ask me to react to something on stream and I do it, then I can like clip that and make a video about it, like put it on YouTube. But just for the sake of it, just for the sake of like being on top of the news, I'm not a gaming news channel really. I am me, you know what I mean? Your good place is very good, thank you. Like, I just don't want you guys, you seem sad and depressed. Why? I'm not though. What? I'm not. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to be having an opinion on everything. I will do it if it's relevant for me. Like, I want to talk about that. But I don't want you guys to expect like just one certain type of content for me. I'm just going to talk about whatever I want. It's stoic. It's been like 2 hours of talking. So I'm like more low energy. But what do you complain about? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about anything. I'm talking about my content. Just still hypnotic claves. He wouldn't mind. We're friends. I'm not complaining about anything. I did complain about stuff. I'm just saying that if I want to talk about something, I'll do it on the channel or here or whatever. But just don't expect me to talk about every single thing because I don't care about it. Hypnotic has opinions about everything. That's his thing. You know what I mean? I don't. I do not have those. I like to just like mind my own business, honestly. Wish I could make you laugh and feel better. Indo, I'm not. What the fuck are you on about? Bro, I'm fine. What the fuck? I'm not depressed. Or sad. Or how are you sad? I don't know. You guys tell me. Why am I sad? I'm not. I'm fine. I'm just, what do you want me to do? Want me to like do a fucking cartwheel or something? I'm just chilling. We're talking. We're having conversations. I don't know. I just feel like I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Would you challenge Lisa Mercante in a boxing match if offer? She's shorter than you. She's shorter than me? She behaves like a much taller woman. Seems like you're ranting on something. That's what I do. Are you new here? Well, you are, but you have watched my videos. What videos have you watched? The lore videos? This is what I do. I rant and I talk about things. I'm good. What the... Yeah, I'm fine. I rant on things. That's what people watch me. They like to hear me yap. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, again, that's the other end of the spectrum, right? Alisa Mercante, the only way for her to stay relevant is to have a fucking opinion on everything and to have beef with everything and everyone. And every time that someone claps back, she just blocks them, which she has me blocked, by the way. She tried to start beef with me for no fucking reason, and then she got shut down really quickly, and then she got blocked. And I don't know, like, she has to have beef and an opinion on everybody and everything that is going on. And I think that has to get like tiring really quickly, because who takes Alisa Mercante seriously? If you're just like yapping about everything, things that you don't even care about, no one will take you seriously. One thing is me like yapping for 4 months about a Veilguard, because obviously anyone with like 2 fucking eyes and a working brain could tell that I was very passionate about what I was talking about. But if then I'm talking about Ubisoft and I'm talking about this and I'm talking about that, and it's kind of like me repeating the takes of everyone else, then anyone can tell that I don't actually care about what I'm talking about, that I'm actually being a grifter. So that's not my end goal here. If, like, I'm very curious about Exodus. I'm curious about how Avowed pans out, not having very high expectations about that at all. The Witcher 4, I'm really skeptical about it. So I will be keeping an eye out for that, and because I'm mutuals with a lot of people of, you know, with Hypnotic and Endymion and Smash JT, then I can get more of a feel for the news that are coming out, and if there's something that I want to talk about, I talk about it. Is this a drama channel? Not really. I'm mostly a lore channel, believe it or not, and just like a gaming channel. So no, not drama. 5'1". I'm 5'2". I cannot believe that I'm taller than Alisa Mercante. God. Alisa's currently obsessed with the Smash JT. I've seen that. She finally went through with the lawsuit, which is not going to do anything except waste her money. Except, you know, after, especially after the doxing incident that she did, which she did 100% on purpose because she had her own address. Almost died. She had her address removed from the documents, the official documents. And she posted Smash JT's like address to the internet, so that's crazy. Get Wi-Fi jog, bitch. I am hydrated. I'm still like a little bit sick. I'm new, so I don't understand how no understand this place. This place is a wonderful place where I just talk about whatever the fuck I want, and I yap and I rant and I'm silly. So you never know. Chocolate is bad. It is. It is bad. I want to see you absolutely going off the rails, dissing everyone, ruining video games. But that's the thing. That only, like, that version of me comes out when I'm actually caring about something. And I feel like you guys have seen her plenty of times. But it's like, it's not always gonna be like Veilguard. You guys need to understand. I feel like the closest thing you guys are gonna get is with Mass Effect. We're gonna go back to, you know, those roots when Mass Effect starts, you know, to put out content. If they do it the same way they do with Veilguard, with hopefully they don't, you know, but if the they start to do it, you're gonna see me like going in on it, because Mass Effect is another like franchise very close to my heart. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get more upset with Avowed the more I play Pillars of Eternity. That's just how that's gonna be. And with The Witcher, it's also gonna happen the same way. It's gonna be worse as I read the books, which are being sent soon and arriving soon. So I like that you're much more rational about the topics than the other mentioned creators, in my opinion, at least. I mean, it's all about watching a creator that speaks in a way that you like, honestly. I don't like jumping the gun. I don't like being an extremist, okay? I speak from facts and what I can see. And obviously, I'm going to have an opinion because what's your favorite franchise? Dragon Age? 100%. And it's about giving my opinion when I have enough information. I feel like a lot of people, and I refuse to name names because that's not a beef that I want in my life, but a lot of people just jump the gun way too soon, or just repeat talking points from other bigger content creators just to get a little like toe in the water to like see if that works. I don't know. Like, I don't want that. I'm just gonna give you my opinion when I want to give you my opinion. If you ask me about something specific, like, hey, Ada, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? Or have you watched this? Can you give us your opinion on this? I will do so, but not necessarily because I wanna, talk about it because it's like a, how do you say, like a popular topic of this discussion, because I know if I talk about this, it's gonna get me views. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want my life to be. Like, there's that the fact that I, after the whole like Veilguard thing just died down, I still had so many requests of people much bigger than me to appear on podcast. There was like this huge Warhammer YouTuber that also wanted me to appear on his podcast. And it's like, that is great. And I know that that would bring me more awareness and people would know who I am and they would just follow me and this and that. And I am extremely grateful for Hypnotic and Atreus and Kata and everyone that had me on their show. But it's like, it got to a point where it was so overwhelming, and I felt like I had to have opinions about everything, and I just don't want that. You know what I mean? And they have all been really good. I canceled all my podcast for the rest of the year because I didn't feel like doing them. I just, you know I don't know. You guys can have to know that if I'm talking about something, it's because I care about something. It's not because, you know may I ask why you have more mods chatting versus real people? Because what are you talking about? That might be on Twitch, but there's also YouTube. Oh, sure. It's because you're seeing people from YouTube talking on Twitch as well. I'm doing a dual stream right now. I was very confused for a second there. It's because Restream is a mod on Twitch. They're real people. They're on YouTube. I'm streaming simultaneously both on YouTube and Twitch. I'm mad I missed you on New Black Street podcast. I might go back. I love Kata and I love Atreus, and we are on the works of playing together. Like, what is it called? Monster Hunter Wilds. We're gonna be playing that together. So I didn't finish Veilguard, by the way. I want to finish it. I want to push myself to finish it because I want to do a year after video on Veilguard. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be so bad. We're botches lying. Don't be bitches. Don't confuse the Twitch chat, okay? I booted Veilguard today after a month break. I can't do that. I just feel like I need to take way more of a break. It has to be more months. I might pick it up at like like, I don't know. I found you on Twitch. Do you have plans being here? I am on Twitch right now. I mean, I play video games on Twitch. That's what I do. I just have a bigger audience on YouTube because I also do like YouTube videos. So people know me more on YouTube. Hello, 2G. How you doing? I mean, I don't have plans for anything, really. I just live life. Lasted barely 3 missions. God. I want to do it. I want to push myself to do and to play Veilguard from beginning to end because I need to understand. I need to see it. I am wearing a cosplay. It's Yennefer from The Witcher 3. I just need to see it through and then make a video about it, but I don't think I have the capacity of doing it right now. There's so much more things that I want to do. Like I want to do a video on Exodus and I want to do video on Mass Effect and stuff. You overwork your dolphins all the damn time. I'll pick Veilguard for $10 or less. Skull and Bones is already around that price. That is crazy. Games nowadays are crazy. Oh God. I don't know. It's just I don't want to see Ada torture herself with any more. I'm not gonna stream it, by the way. I don't think, and I've said it before, I don't think Veilguard is a game that is fun to watch, personally. There's other games that are just terrible, and they're so terrible that they're funny, like bad movies. Veilguard is just a terrible, mediocre, boring game to play and to watch. So I would not subject you guys to that. I would play it off stream. It looks bad here because all I see are moderators in your stream versus real people. They're not moderators. Like, I don't know what you want me to say, Indo. If you don't want to see the mods, you can go to YouTube. They're not mods. They're people. You should check out Dantic Shepherd Play series that has the Mass Effect cast roasted by guys. I've seen videos of him, and they're really funny. Hello, Julian. I want to see you do Mass Effect lore content, to be honest. I want to do it. I want to do it. Like, I want to talk about, you know, like, before the First Contact War and everything. Like, my Witcher cheated on Yennefer with every female. You need to die. Someone grab that man. Sometimes I sometimes get an obsession to finish shitty games or shitty movie series. Like I watched Twilight and finished Final Fantasy 15. Yes, Indo, the green sword is a moderator badge because the bot that I use is called the Restream bot. It's a moderator that I needed to make it a moderator so it doesn't get banned from spamming. And it's literally making, like, giving you the messages from people from YouTube and putting them on chat on Twitch so you can see that I'm also answering to people on Twitch and I'm also answering to people on YouTube so you don't think that I'm talking to myself alone. Yeah. That is also happening on YouTube. YouTube is getting messages from a bot and it's showing them your messages. That's how it works. So people can have conversations even when they're on different platforms. It's welcome to dual streaming. Never had someone so confused about dual streaming before. I set out to be a funder for Exodus. Looks like a killer game. I'm trying to manage my expectations. I really, really am trying to manage my expectations, honestly. It's looking good though. It's looking good. I hope that they keep up the momentum, honestly. Yeah, switch to YouTube if it's gonna be the same way there, by the way. There's just gonna be more people there. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like there's so little, like, things to be excited about lately that I feel like getting excited about one game, it's fine. Like, it might be bad, it might be ass, but it's sad, isn't it, that you have to be careful of the games that you're hyped about? Are you a male shepherd or female? Female shepherd, and I played Renegade mostly. You can try Kick as well. I could. I could try that. I can multi-stream. Maybe I'll start with Kick as well. Rumble. I'll do everything. What do you guys think? I'll do everything. Twilight and Bellegarde on the same shitty storytelling level. Both are abominations. Oh my god. What did Scott say? I completely missed it, so I don't even know. What happened? You guys are fine? Do Facebook gaming streams. Do rock. Are you being sarcastic? I'll do whatever, honestly. On Rumble, you can go crazy. Is it that bad in Rumble? Damn. I haven't even thought about doing more streams than just on Twitch and YouTube. Just do it on everything. It says looks great in this game called Blood of Dawn Walker from the Witcher 3 devs. I have heard things about that. I haven't seen anything. What is it about? Blood of the Dawn Walker. Is Rumble poppin'? I don't know. Vilgard is somehow more insufferable. Yeah. Check out Wuchan Fallen Feathers. Looks freaking awesome. Jesus Christ. Look it up on Steam. But fucker, just tell me what is it about. You can speak and censor on Rumble. I can also do it on Twitch. Not on YouTube. YouTube, I think you cannot swear on the first like 15 minutes. So there's that. I mean, technically I could just like multi-stream everywhere. Like here, there, whatever. Vampires? But is it like an RPG? What is it? What is the genre? Give me something, bro. Come on, man. Don't let me do all the fucking work. Fallen Feathers is definitely one of the games I'm looking forward to. Hello, Sean. How you doing, my boy? How you doing? How you doing? God. You never watch live streaming on YouTube? Fair. I don't do it either. I usually use Twitch. Not trying to be the third girl in the masculinity drawing. God. It's an action RPG. Oh. Is that popular? I mean, if you make videos on YouTube, it's just easier to stream on YouTube. I do both, so I don't really care. You look better than Yendas. Thank you. Don't tell a girl that you said that. Looks like an RPG fighter. I'll have to check it. Maybe we can check it tomorrow. I can give it a look-see look. I'm told to like vampire games, no sparkle vampires when I grab. I like vampires though. I love vampires. I've been rewatching. What is it called? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I watch videos on YouTube, not live streaming. Fair. There's some people that do both. Guinness calling in Spanish would be go hard, which wouldn't lie. Next, yen is just gonna be me. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty chill. I don't know. I'm having a good year. I talked about it earlier. Like I'm just having like a chill year. The MC looks way better for reasons. Oh, then from Neo? I know the Neo guy. I don't know. There's so many things that I have to watch. Like that's the problem when you play like RPGs is like they are a commitment. Like I am playing it for a while. So Jesus. So they did a teaser, but they're doing a full reveal with CGI trailer and some gameplay and concept art January 13th. Is someone remember to do that and to tell me about that? She looks better than TV show Witcher. Yeah, every time I see her, she looks more Indian and No 9 was crazy. They made her so... If live streaming nothing on YouTube, I am live streaming on YouTube right now. Buffy is my favorite. I love Buffy. I am watching it. I'm on season 4 right now. The top recommended live video on Rumble has 6K views. I mean, there's so many competitive... like... I think Kick is the one that it's popular. Like, I think the most... Like, the biggest streamers are on Kick. Like, the controversial ones, at least. Phantom Blade Zero. So there's a lot of games to, like, keep an eye out for. Interesting. Do you watch Pure Blood? What is Pure Blood? Which one is that? Is it an anime? True Blood. I was gonna say it. What the fuck? I didn't like it as much. But I also was pretty young when I started watching that. You might have a chill in 2025. Likewise. Yin cosplay is perfect for Ara. Thank you. I think you would like Rumble more. I can try it. We can definitely try it. You found me on Twitch. A lot of people like, yeah, but you found me on Twitch. A lot of people found me on YouTube. And if I do like the multi-stream everywhere, I might just do Rumble as well and Kick and whatever. Why not? Honestly, at this point, who gives a shit? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here. It's been almost 3 hours and my throat is still on fucking cue. Still a little bit raw. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I have sushi in the fridge calling my name, and it's really hot in this. I look hot, but I'm also really hot. So there's gonna be that for now. I love you guys. Tomorrow we resume our normal schedule. We're gonna be picking up probably Kingdom Come Deliverance because the last stream was Pillars of Eternity. Okay, so we're gonna be picking up Kingdom Come Deliverance. I need all the help that I can get on Kingdom Come. So love you guys. Have a good rest of the day, and yeah, hopefully I will see you until the last year of 2024, and I will see you also next year. So